What is going on, my Paisanos? Welcome back to a brand new special video. I am VijaKam, and today we are going to be playing Sonic the Hedgehog Project 06, which, of course, as you can see, is a project. It's a framework made by ChaosX in Unity. If you guys do not know what Project 06 is, then this will definitely be the video for you. If you guys want to see more of my videos, also don't forget to like and subscribe and all that other YouTube stuff. But with that being said, I really just want to get into this because we're going to be playing the entire thing. We're going to be playing Sonic's campaign, we're going to be playing Shadows, and we're going to be playing Silver's. Let's get right into it. So there's a lot to go over. I've actually done videos covering Project 06 on my other channel, VijaKam, my main channel. So, and the thing about this game is basically it is an entire PC remake from the ground up for PC, made in Unity. I know I said, made for PC twice. Well, basically, this is something of a very big hallmark. If you guys have not actually heard of this game before, I usually like to keep the music off when I'm playing this game because it's really cool playing it. But just to get into this real quick, yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog P06 is a fan-made remake of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. Infamously known as one of the worst Sonic games of all time, people have wanted a PC remake for the longest time in order to maybe mess around with the game and other, stuff. And the thing about it is that we have never actually gotten a PC remake of this game or PC port. There was actually one planned at one point through like promotional material from like leaks and stuff, but it was scrapped, of course, and we never actually got it. But there was actually another person trying to port this game to PC, but of course that fell through. And now P06 is now known as a default method of bringing Sonic 06 to the PC. And at this point in time, we have went through so many different releases for Sonic's campaign, for Shadow's campaign, and Silver's. And now we finally have every single stage from the entire game, and not excluding the hub worlds and the missions and the bosses, which will probably come later on. We now have that on PC. And I got so many things to say about this game. Personally, for me, I thought that Sonic 06, sometimes I used to like to say to myself that it wasn't that bad of a game, but I cannot deny at this point in time that it was actually a pretty flawed experience, unfortunately. So I really love this port. It's not perfect, mind you. It's not really perfect. Some people would say that there actually are some better things about the original game over P06. But I definitely have to say that this is, if someone wanted to experience Sonic 06 for the first time, I definitely would say to play this. Or actually, not gonna lie, I probably would say play original and then come back to this to fully appreciate the changes and the amount of effort that has been pushed into this. So again, like I said before, we're gonna be playing the entire game, every single stage. Of course, not the bosses, but we're gonna be playing Sonic, Shadow, and Silver. So let's start off with Sonic. And I've also, just as a disclaimer, I have unlocked everything. I've gotten all the S ranks. I got all of the gems for Sonic. I got everything that I need to get. Because in all honesty, I didn't really care about all that stuff, trying to unlock it, because I don't really like the S rank system in this game, and I'll probably talk about that later. But this is Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, and it's running on the PC engine. I've already raved about this before, so if you guys, probably are thinking like, oh my god, like, it's so beautiful. Yes, I was there too. I definitely was saying this when I first was playing this. There's so much stuff to go over. For one thing, Sonic actually plays a lot like how he does in Adventure, a lot more, not as precise. There's actually weight to Sonic's movements in general, and he feels great to control, just like Adventure. There's also extras in this game that actually lets you customize like Sonic's look and control. So like right now, I actually got the Adventure 2 jump ball and stuff like that, the effects and stuff. So if you notice that the jump ball and the effects look like Adventure 2, then that's pretty much the reason why. But yeah, with that being said, Sonic also does control a lot better. For one thing, he can do a spin dash with, he doesn't have to stop moving like how he did in the original game. His light dash is now not on the X, but now it's on Y, and there's just so many different like things. It's not just cosmetic. And also, yeah, of course, this game actually looks so great. One thing that you can't actually take away from the original Sonic 06 release was that the fact that the game actually did look pretty damn decent for an Xbox 360 title. It actually looks pretty damn decent, and some would say it would actually look pretty. This game actually does make Sonic 06 look a little bit better, though. I will have to actually admit. And they even fixed like Tails, of course. You know, now Tails has a flight meter, as we can like obviously see. His, you know, he doesn't like have a height cap on his you know, his flying or whatever anymore. I'm not sure if the Tails gate skip works anymore. It should. They took it out for absolutely no reason, but it didn't work anymore, so that's why I didn't try it. If you guys didn't know, you can actually fly towards the gate that Sonic actually went over just now with Tails, if you're careful enough, so you can actually skip that whole entire cutscene. Which, you know, honestly, I feel like after this stage I should probably just go on ahead and delete and just disable, because you could. There's actually story cutscenes that you can actually see. Oh, but now I just realized I can't delete those. I can't disable those because I gotta show them off. And also the Mach speed sections were actually fixed. For one thing, I'm not showing it right now, but Sonic can actually slow down. He has greater control and a whole lot of other stuff. I don't want to just make this video to sound as like a tutorial, honestly, but there's just so much stuff that I just would love to highlight to people in order to really help people understand like how great and amazing this is. Again, I will get into like what I think is not the good things about, you know, this project in of itself. There definitely is some things I really don't like about this. Yeah, I just so much about it. But in general, this is just an amazing mod. And I'll just have to say right now, I love Sonic's model in 06. Sonic's model in 06 to me was the best Sonic model ever. It was definitely my favorite. And if you actually see me draw Sonic actually in real life, because I do draw, if you guys like follow me on Twitter or whatever, I do, you can actually see some of my art. I do draw Sonic. But you know, I do draw, like, the thing about it is that I drew Sonic with these Sonic 06 proportions, because I don't know, I like the taller, more older, more mature and proportional looking Sonic as opposed to the one that we have now. It's not that I think the one that we have now is like bad or anything, it's just what I prefer in terms of like the detail, because this Sonic model is a lot more detailed. And you know, who can say that they don't like those white souls that he has in this game? I love them. I love white souls. They make like the shoe color pop out. I swear. I don't know. If you know me in real life, you'll know that I like wear white soles with my shoes. Those are my favorite types. But I'm a very specific person. But yeah, even these, like, you know, the fucking Elise, like the shield actually works now. In fact, if you actually use the shield, it like pushes enemies away and actually acts as like a fucking shield and doesn't act broken and stuff like that. I think they fixed it with this release though, because I swear it still acted janky in early releases of this project. But yeah, I love Sonic's model in this game. It's absolutely amazing. This game is gorgeous. I just think that the one thing that they really fucked up with Sonic's model was the expressiveness. I do like his glare and stuff like that, but I didn't really like how the animations weren't like as awesome as they should have been. Yeah, I don't believe it either. I'm just getting S ranks like this because yeah, the thing about Sonic 06 also is that the fucking ranking system. My God, I got something to fucking say about this shit. Okay, so in all honesty, the ranking system is basically the same as it was in the original game. So this isn't a harp on like the original project or this project or anything, but it is a harp on just ranking system and in general. I don't like rankings in any game. I absolutely cannot stand ranking systems in any game at all. Particularly because of the fact that a lot of the time, just baseline, what I don't like about it is that a game is basically telling you what it thinks is cool. I could be doing some of the most stylish shit right now, and I could like not be getting hit, not getting hit, going as fast as I can, but the stage is still saying that I did bad because, you know, I didn't get a lot of rings, or I didn't fucking defeat a lot of enemies, and I hate that shit, and I don't like being graded like that. It's probably why I don't do great in school, but you know, I'm still working on it. But no, to be serious, I don't like it because it's just how the game grades you, and I don't like it at all. I actually, if there has to be a ranking system, I actually like how Unleashed or Unleashed or Unleashed on the Wii did it, where it's basically just seeing how fast you like completed the stage, and it really just like drives home the point of like Sonic to me, at least. You know, some people say that Sonic is not all about speed, but speed is definitively a big part of Sonic's character, and I just, you know, I can't take that away from that, and I just think it'd be weird to say otherwise. But yeah, for one thing, it's just kind of hard to really just get everything in the game. In fact, I had a whole lot of moments where I was just doing everything great, and then like some stupid fucking collision happened and I lost all my rings, or I didn't defeat as many enemies, or I died for some stupid reason. I'm looking at you, Crisis City, or Tropical Jungle for silver. In fact, actually, to be honest with you, Shadow was actually the easiest character to S rank all of the stages with, actually. And actually, I have a lot more appreciation for Shadow in general after actually playing this mod. Yeah, this doesn't do shit. I hate that gem. I do not like the wind gem. This is basically what I'm doing right now is I'm actually using the gem power-ups. Now, if you actually notice, if any of you have actually seen Sonic 06 before, you notice that he actually changes his shoes to that ugly fucking shoe that he wears when he uses the gems. Well, in this mod, you can actually change this to where he only uses like the lights on the back of the shoes to represent like what gem he's using. So of course, I'm using the green gem right now. The back of the shoes are actually green, which is actually pretty cool. I actually like it like that. I like drawing Sonic with like the green backs. But then he has blue, red, and all this other stuff. It's really cool, but I don't really like the original way that the shoes looked. So I love the fact that this mod actually has this change. Of course, the wind power-up is, you know, it's very useless. I'll get to showing them off later, but you know, they're all just, to me, honestly, the only really useful one is the yellow shield. I know a lot of people like to say like the shields in this game, like not the shield, but the gems in this game are like what makes Sonic like awesome and distinct. But in all honesty, I think they're okay. Like they're kind of, you know, boring. At least in P06, because in P06 they're not broken. Because in the original Sonic 06, this fucking game, like just like that, I just lost all my fucking rings. Awesome. Now I can't turn Super Sonic, which I'll probably show off later. But yeah, in the original Sonic 06, the code was broken so much so that you couldn't actually get you actually, whenever you use your gems, you're supposed to have the meter on the bottom right hand corner of the screen, like it's supposed to go down, but it didn't because of coding issues. And so basically you could use the gems as much as you want. If you wanted to, I don't know, like I'm about to do right now, run as fast as you can, you could just keep mashing it over and over again, probably giving you good times or whatever. You could also use the red gem, which I actually do not like this change at all. In the original game, it actually used to slow down time. It slows down time in this, but what I'm getting at is that in the original game, it used to slow down time, but not Sonic. In this, it's like the time break from Sonic and the Secret Rings, and it slows down Sonic, and I hate that. I don't like this at all. It makes it useless. I mean, I understand, like maybe you could use a thing to like have more precise jumps or so that you don't get hit, so you can be careful, whatever. But I hate this. This is the, you know, the wind thing in action. You stop completely on the dime. It would have been cool if like you actually like kept moving or whatever, but you don't. So it's kind of stupid, but it has like a more radius, because the other thing about the gems is that you can actually level them up to like level 3. So obviously I have level 3 green gem right now. You have to like level up all your gems individually. So if I were to switch to purple, of course it would be at level 1, but you have to level them up all individually, which kind of sucks now I think about it. But yeah, basically you basically have to keep killing enemies and you'll be able to level up your gems and stuff like that. It's not that hard, but at the same time, like I said before, I don't really like the some of the changes. I mean, like I said before, like the green gem is just kind of lame. The red gem was changed to be like, now you slow down Sonic and time. The purple gem I don't think is as useful. It's just not as useful anymore. I'm not going to explain all of them, but you know, of course, like we have cutscenes like this, which are awesome. I really love like the little interaction that Sonic and Shadow have. You know, we miss these types of interactions with Sonic and Shadow kind of being the Goku and Vegeta, I guess. Which, you know, I like it if, you know, it was a little bit more distinct. But hey, that's Sonic and Shadow for you right there. That's that classic action. There wasn't actually a lot of Sonic and Shadow moments in Sonic 06. Now I think about it. But yeah, Sonic is just. I think Sonic is just the strongest when he's just like running around and using his yellow. Maybe his yellow shield is probably the most useful gem in this game. But just in general, I do. While I do like this a lot, I just don't really believe that the gems don't really add too much for me. But hell, that's just me though. I just don't really care. And that also is the reason why now I say that Sonic and Blaze are actually on equal footing. Some people say that Sonic is actually better than Blaze in Sonic 06, but in all honesty, I always thought that Blaze was the best character in Sonic 06, and that's just point blank period. I will try to show off, you know, all of the gems at least once, like this one right here. Okay, and I couldn't use the gem right there. This is basically just a glorified homing attack gem. The thing about Sonic Project 06 is that they decided to like bring a lot of quality of life changes to this, but they also like you know, to bring some other changes to this that do enhance the experience, or they could honestly make no sense, like the whole Tails removal skip thing from Wave Ocean. I can't really detail that, like a lot of what I'm talking about here, but there were some changes that were made to this in general that basically make it so like, oh, I might as well be playing the original game, or this is actually better than the original game. It's kind of like a mixed bag. Like, I know a lot of other people are going to say like, oh my god, this is the best way to play Sonic 06, and I will actually be very much inclined to agree. I definitely will say the same exact thing, but to me, there just is some things I can't deny that is better than in the original release. But again, I will not be getting into all that because I can't really think of any immediate examples as I'm actually playing this game live. Yes, I'm actually playing this game live. I know some of you guys might watch my Let's Plays, and I know I do a lot of post-commentary, but I'm actually playing this game live right now. One thing that I really didn't like about Sonic 06, again, this isn't really against this project, but this is more about 06 in general. One thing I actually don't really like going back to 06 for is the fact that there's a lot of dash panels and springs and automation in the levels. No one really brings this up, but while Sonic actually does have some pretty great control in general, I don't like this at all. It's kind of finicky getting this fucking swing thing to work. I hate it. It wasn't like this in the original game. I don't know why the fuck it's like that, but anyway. Oh yeah, look at that momentum. But what I really don't like about Sonic 06, going back to it, is the amount of dash panels. While I do actually like the level design for Sonic himself, and his levels, like they're very open-ended, like Sonic Adventure. Like I really do think this game was a true-to-life Sonic Adventure, like 3. A lot of people like to deny that, but this is definitely Sonic Adventure 3 to me. But there's so many goddamn dash panels and springs, and I don't like them because a lot of the times in these games they take the control away from you, and I don't like it when a game takes control away from you. Some people might be fine with that because it seems like they are, because no one ever complains about this except if you're me. But in general honesty, I never ever liked all the dash panels, especially in stuff like White Acropolis or even Crisis City. Like, people say that Crisis City is one of the best levels in the game, or if not the best, at least Sonic's portion. But the thing about it is there's just so much automation and dash panels. Like, maybe it's cool to look at, but to actually play, yeah, I don't know. Tropical Jungle, Wave Ocean, and maybe even Radical Train are probably better levels than this. Yeah, one thing you'll notice about me is that, god damn, I demolished that level. And that was actually one of the levels that I actually did have some trouble on, because that goddamn Mach Speed section is really hard going through that fucking level. But I digress. I'll probably turn Supersonic actually in this level. So let me get my Rainbow Gem. which, for those who don't know, was actually a cut ability from Sonic 06 in general. There was at one point, there were files actually found in Sonic 06's, files, and it had code for Sonic transforming into Supersonic. So, yeah, a lot of the time, people like to put Supersonic in this game, but now they finally did it in this game, and honestly, he's awesome. He's probably the best, basically he's like the best, reward for getting all of the the S ranks in the game, because you actually have to get S ranks with each character. So you have to get S ranks with Sonic, you have to get S ranks with Shadow and Silver, and you get character specific abilities. For Sonic, you get Supersonic. For Shadow, you get to take his inhibitor rings off, and for Silver, you get his fucking, I forgot what it's called, but you basically unlock Silver's true abilities. Now with Sonic, Supersonic is pretty standard. You get better speed, which although I don't think it actually, what the fuck the fuck happened there. You get better speed, I think, but although I've seen from other people saying that you actually don't go as fast, you don't actually go faster with Supersonic for some reason. I should turn Supersonic right now since I'm talking about him. So yeah, this is Supersonic. It's Supersonic. Oh my god, it's Supersonic. But basically, you go faster, or at least I think you do, although I think this is the same speed. You jump higher, you're invincible, you basically, touch anything and they dies instantly, and you can level up, weirdly, to level 3. And once you get to level 3, you can do stuff like this, which is basically a supersonic boost, which I don't really think is all that useful, because you can only do it for that long. It's not like the supersonic boost from Generations or something like that, but it does look cool. And when Sonic does go to top speed, he actually has that blue aura around him, like how he did in Sonic Adventure. And of course, I can do stuff like this. It's awesome, since I can fly on lava now, or walk on lava. I am reverse Jesus. Praise the Lord. Anyway, the thing about Supersonic in general, though, is that it does come with the other Supersonic problems that I have with the other games. I love this Flame Core, by the way. Flame Core is one of the most chillest levels ever. I love this part. I used to not really care for it, but nowadays I really, really like it. Oh, I was going to do a skip. Oh, wait. I guess I could just go right here. I usually always go on those grind rails and go all around the world just to get to that one section for absolutely no reason. But Supersonic comes with the typical Supersonic problems. For one thing, you can't turn off Supersonic. So if I wanted to turn back into Sonic to not use up my ring energy, well, I can't, which is sucky. I've always hated that. The fact that you can't turn back into regular Sonic. I do not like that at all. I think the one time that you could do that was in Sonic Lost World. I don't think you can do that in Sonic Mania, and it's a lot of fan mods. You can always do that, which is awesome. I really love it when people incorporate that ability, but man, I do not like it whenever I've seen in any game when, oh, now I can't turn back into Sonic. The other thing is that Supersonic runs on rings. I don't know about any of you guys, but I've never been a fan of Sonic running, Supersonic running on rings. Maybe it was fine back in the old days of the Genesis games, but nowadays I feel like it's just stupid, in all honesty, because when you get, what the fuck? Okay, that's kind of weird. When you get Supersonic in this game, or in any game, you're basically usually doing some tedious amounts of trials and whatever, and you got to keep doing it over and over again, and we're getting the Chaos Emeralds and stuff like that, and it's basically a big giant reward, which is Supersonic, to get all of the fucking rings. I don't know where the fucking other thing is. Where the hell is it? I think I just missed it. I mean, I got that one. I don't like how the fact that they go out to why do they go out? Yeah, right there. Oh, there's one right there. Damn, I completely missed that. Alright, here we go. And, of course, that was not the last one. Where is it? Why the fuck? It goes out super fast, too. But yeah, Supersonic runs on rings, and I've never liked that. I have never ever got down with Supersonic running on rings because I just did all that tedious trial, and now you're not giving me ultimate power. That's basically like the two like famous problems I've always had with Supersonic. Either he runs on rings or you can't turn him off. And I know some people say like, oh well, Supersonic would be broken if you actually could do those things. Well, but the thing about it is that when I play a video game, personally, I just like it when I just have ultimate power. Like, I've already beaten the game. I've already played this game numerous times. Why can't I just have fun with this awesome game that I already like and have like ultimate power? And damn, I didn't know the yellow shield got rid of the fucking green shield. Damn, what the fuck? But yeah, it's just always like stupid to me whenever I see that. You know, because like I just wish I could just turn off Supersonic and, you know, do all that stuff. And I really liked it in Sonic Unleashed where you could actually turn off Supersonic. Wow, the fucking ring bonus was absolutely nothing. Look at that. Aside from losing my rings, I just sacrificed the S ring just from doing that. I do not like that stuff. But yeah, Supersonic, that's his problems. If it wasn't like that, maybe some mods can come out to like fix those problems where he doesn't run on rings and where he actually can be cut off. I would love that. And also, unfortunately, Supersonic can't use any of the gems. I mean, I understand like Supersonic is like a gem power-up in of itself in a weird way, but yeah, I just think it's kind of weird. And oh my god, I got 111 lives. I mean, I've only been playing this game for 9 hours. Okay, that's a long ass time. I mean, that's a whole entire school day, but like, yeah, when this came out, I decided to actually play this. I don't know if I'll ever like upload it, so I might just be talking dead air, but I did actually record this when I first actually played it and experienced Silver for the first time. But I did record it, but there was a lot of recording issues, so I couldn't upload it. So now I'm actually doing it again. But basically, I played a lot of this game, and after I recorded that session, I decided to say, you know what, since my recording did this stupid thing, I'm just gonna record it again, like what I'm doing right now, and actually give this game justice, because I think it deserves it. But yeah, kind of lost my train of thought, to be honest with you. Because it's just so awesome playing these stages. Like Radical Terrain, again, this is like one of the most open levels. Although it does have like dash pedals and stuff like that. It is very... See, the thing about the levels in like for Sonic is like you do have a lot of open-endedness. You do get to move around a lot. And you do get to like really... Like, because just... You can't tell me that like having open-ended feel to a game is like not cool. Like some people say like they like linearity, and that's fine, you know, have your own opinion and stuff. But for me... Personally, I like it when you have a lot more range of movement and where you can really play around with like the game's design and controls and stuff like that. That's what makes games like really, really fun to me. And it's actually one of the reasons why I feel like open world games, while I play relatively few of them, are probably one of my favorite genres of video games. So you guys can already guess that Sonic Frontiers is actually one of my favorite Sonic games of all time, which was something that I need to talk about in a future video and a future Let's Play. But just generally speaking, I love the open-endedness. It's just those goddamn sections where you're automated and stuff like that. I love the fact that this game doesn't control as precise as the original Sonic 06, but I do love that. But it's just, you know, it still doesn't really do much when, you know, the game is constantly putting you on a predetermined path at supersonic speed for absolutely no reason. I do not like that. I like how like in the original Sonic games, like the classic Sonic games and like maybe even like Advanced and Rush, when you bounced off the springs and stuff, you weren't like this, like you can't do anything after that. I like it when you're able to control, and it's like, oh well, that would be hard if you can't do it. If you were able to control like your movement and stuff, like, and you know that's where getting good, you know, comes into play. You know, it's a skill issue. I don't like to say that, but it is a skill issue at that point. So yeah, of course, the shield actually works this time. Again, if I was walking through all of those enemies, I would have gotten hit like 3,000 times. So again, this project does bring a lot of great changes, and this is one of them. Like, this is one of the most beautiful, and I'm talking like beautiful stages in the entire game. I just can't wait until like the mod comes out where you can do like the character switches and stuff like that, because usually there's mods for like releases for Sonic P06 where it's basically like a character switcher, and I can't wait to start like switching between like Sonic and Blaze in the levels personally, because for those who don't know, Blaze is like my favorite Sonic character besides Sonic himself. They're like the best duo. I am a definite Sonic fan. Sonic and Blaze forever. I don't know why people ship Sauvays. Said multiple times that they're brother and sister. But anyway, not to get into the shipping wars, because that is a lot right there. Have y'all seen the Sonic fan community when it comes to shipping? I was a part of it. But anyway, I was a part of the damn problem. See, and this is one of the parts that I love right here. The open-endedness of this section. There's like 17 different ways to get to the gold ring. I love this, you know, and maybe it's because I do like RPGs and you know, stuff like Metroid and Shantae where you are given choices, but that's just what makes a video game awesome for me, giving me the choice and having fun in this world, in his world, where life is strong, where compromise does not exist. In his world of worlds, every step means the rest. Well, I'm not. I didn't get a fucking S rank because I didn't get a lot of rings. I don't give a fuck about these damn ranks. Again, I don't even really, like, I wouldn't really blame you if, like, someone out there decided to get, like, a 100% save file. Because, yeah. And, like, little cutscenes like that, you know, I love them. I love them. Although, I wish there was, like, a toggle, like, you could actually just press start to skip it or something to skip those cutscenes, because while you can, I think, toggle them in the menu, someone did bring up one time where you could, it would be cool if like you could at least just skip them without the toggle. So like, oh yeah, one time I wanted to actually see it, now I don't want to see it, you know, you don't have to go to the menu to actually do all that, you know, you can just press A or whatever to skip it. Maybe in the next revision, because usually what happens with these releases is that after, you know, they make this, they immediately come out with like or like a little bit afterwards, they come out with like a little update. What is that spin dash sound from? That is like the dash sound. I don't like this. I love that sound. That's an amazing underrated sound for the spin dash. But like the sound where he dashes off, I think it's like an old speed sound. I don't know. And, well, we're going to be playing as Silver now, of course, if you guys have ever played this. And I won't be getting into Silver until we actually play as Silver, but we'll just say that Silver is Silver. He definitely is a Silver. I got a lot to say about actually Silver, to be honest with you. In all honesty, I was actually kind of disappointed the most. I think that's what it was. I was really confused about what I thought of Silver Fuck. What the hell was that? That's the first time I died, actually, in this video. But, I was really confused about how I thought of Silver, but after playing him, I definitely have to say that he's probably the weakest character still. I mean, he was definitely the weakest character in the original Sonic 06, but, you know, I think maybe now that might... I'll get to Silver when we play as him. Although, I should be playing as Silver next. But I'm not going to be playing as Silver next. Actually, I might play as Silver next. Because how you unlock characters is that you have Sonic first. Then you unlock Silver. Then you unlock Shadow. Like, you unlock Silver after... what? Dusty Desert? After you... No, after you fight him, you get Shadow. After I think you do Crisis City, or before you do Crisis City, you get Shadow. Again, very Sonic Adventure. I can't believe that some people still don't call this Sonic Adventure 3. Oh, I'm about to do a little skip. I usually do this. I forgot about it. But yeah, I think I might play as Silver next because Silver is definitely like a high contrast from like Shadow. But it's like a brush. It's like Shadow's a breath of fresh air after Silver. So yeah, but I think I might play as Silver last though because his finale is kind of. I don't know. We'll see. We're still playing as Sonic. I'm already thinking about playing as other characters, so I'm already playing as another character. And now we're back to the good character. Hey, not bad. I love Jason Griffith, but man, the voice direction in Sonic 06 is just bad. Like, I love Jason Griffith. I know some people say, like, oh, he only sounded good after, like, Unleashed or whatever, but in all honesty, Sonic always sounded, like, Shadow always sounded good, and Sonic goes, like, Jason Griffith always sounded good as Sonic, is what I'm trying to say. But in Sonic 06 though, no one sounded good. Everybody sounded like they were droning off. They were an idiot. It didn't sound right. It didn't sound natural. I hated the voice performance in Sonic 06 in general, and I do not like this damn Rainbow Dash ring because, like, look at this shit. You gotta jump so freaking precise there. But everybody in the fucking game just sounded super bored and just out of it, and it bothered the fuck out of me going back to it. Fuck that damn that robot. You know, I know some people say they don't like the robot designs in this game, but I actually like it. You know, I like it when Eggman gets a little bit more creative, or the robot designs in general. Like, I know, like I love the designs of the enemies in Sonic Frontiers. That's one game I really like. Like, they don't gotta look all like goofy little egg pawns or whatever. I like it when they, you know, like they change it up. Like the robot designs from Sonic Rush Adventure, a game that no one's really played, but that's actually my favorite Sonic game of all time. Yeah, I said it. It's actually my first Sonic game of all time, but I'm gonna try to use this for once. And it's useless. See what I'm talking about? I could use the Sky Gem. It's not as useful. Because I don't know, it was really useful in the original game because it like lets you skip a lot of stuff, but in this, because of the nerfs, it's not all that good. It's definitely a gem though. If you guys like gems, like, go to town with this game. This game actually does have like some good optimization for the gems and stuff, but I love that too. The physics were definitely improved because in general, you couldn't like. You know, when with the gems, oh, not the gems, but with the physics in the last game, there was basically little to no physics in Sonic 06. Unfortunately speaking, oh fuck, I could have destroyed them all. Because if you transform to Supersonic near like a group of enemies, you actually destroy all of them, which is really cool. See, this would be another cool situation if I could just turn back, and then I could just. You know, I could turn back, and then I could just transform again to destroy all the enemies. But what was I getting into? The physics were definitely improved. There was little to no physics in Sonic 06. You could like literally, of course, the infamous, you could walk on loops and stuff like that. That definitely was a thing in the original 06. And there was really just no like inertia or like any type of like friction or anything like that. With this, there's a lot more like gravity and weight, and of course there is inertia and stuff like that. So if you do, you know, if you go on a slope and you do like a spin dash, and normally in other Sonic games, you'll gain speed. In original Sonic 06, you didn't do that, but in this, you actually do gain speed, which again, quality of life improvements like that really do enhance a game. That's just probably the reason why I've actually added this game to my Steam collection. It's not an actual Steam game, but hell, it might as well be. In fact, that's actually one thing I really kind of want to get into. The fact that this game is like such an amazing, like, I'll say this probably time and time again, but Sonic 06, or Sonic Project 06, is one of the best examples of like effort and team commitment in just the Sonic series in general, in gaming actually in general. Like, this is a great, amazing remaster of a game that really at the end of the day had a whole lot of flaws. While it's not perfect, it definitely deserves like some admiration or some acknowledgement for its effort. And it's actually one of the reasons why I wish that ChaosX actually made like his original IP or something like that, so we could actually benefit and see the fruits of his labor, or the entire team's labor, I should say. Yes, there's more than one people working on a game at a time. Remember that, guys. But I know like people like to blame like directors for like the one director for the game. I was with you guys. I remember I used to blame Takashi Iizuka for Sonic 06. I mean Sonic Frontiers. I mean for Sonic Forces, but now I don't, because I know exactly why there's like so many different like creators for a game, not just one. But like just in general, I'm just gonna turn Supersonic because it's the fuck of it. What the fuck just happened? What? Okay, I guess because like there's that cutscene. I don't know why they added that cutscene. Because I don't like it. Again, I don't like little stuff like that. Like, I've been through this section before. I don't really need a cutscene like that. Another instance that I think that they didn't really need to change that. But, yeah, in general, I just don't like the fact that they put all this effort in. Like, this apparently took, like, 6 years to develop. But since, like, the first, like, release in videos, it was, like, 4 years. But in general, it took 6 years to make this, and it's kind of sad to see that, like, you know, they're not going to get anything from that. You know, I'm not always the type of person that will say like someone needs to have like money or a reward to just like be benefiting from something, because, you know, that's just not what I'm always looking for. Like, you don't always need to get rewards from stuff that you do. Sometimes it's like stuff from the good from your heart. But like, I definitely feel like the team definitely needs to have some type of reward for doing all of this. They literally brought Sonic 06 to a playable state on PC, and they made it fun. Like, they fixed all, like, most of, if not all, the problems, and they definitely deserve that. I mean, there are even other like video game companies. Like, I know people say like, oh yeah, like other companies, like Sega is really good with like supporting like mods and like hacks and stuff like that for their games, because it really does promote, you know, their games at the end of the day. Because, you know, in order to mod generations, you have to buy Sonic Generations, which is great. I love that Sega does that. That's one of the cool things about Sega. But one thing that people like, the one thing that I love about like Capcom or Valve is that, you know, Capcom, I'm not sure, but they had like a game where there was like a Mega Man game, and they had like Street Fighter characters in it, and it was made by like a team of people, or like it was like a fan creation or something like that. And Capcom actually called those people up and decided to actually sell that as like an actual game. And that's one of like the amazingness. And like another example, a more better example, since I can't really think of the game name at this point in time, is that for fucking Black Mesa, if you guys know about like Half-Life is an amazing series. Go play it right now. Just completed the entire Half-Life series for the first time actually recently. I don't like the fact this is automated. I can't spin dash or anything to go faster for some stupid reason. But Black Mesa was actually a game that was it was basically like a remake of the first Half-Life game in the Source engine, because the original game was made in Gold Source. Half-Life 2 was made in Source, which was basically a new engine, and they had made a terrible port of Half-Life 1 to Source, but that was with Valve, and it was just honestly terrible. I hope I really don't lose my rings here, but it was a terrible port, and no one liked it like at all. So the team made their own port of Half-Life 1 to Source, and it had a lot of quality of life changes. Like, for one thing, the last chapter of the game, Zen, was there was a lot more to it than it was in the original game, and the physics were just like so awesome. So it was like one of the best like fan creations ever, and they were actually able to sell it on Steam. Like, so Valve actually or at least I think what they did is they they put it to like Steam Greenlight, and Valve was cool enough to let them sell it on their own platform. And that was one of the most amazing examples of fan dedication, because that wasn't just like that wasn't like just a whatever type of title. That title took like 10 years to make. One of the most notorious examples of a video game awesomeness, in my honest to God opinion. So why the hell isn't Sega saying, all right, this is fucking amazing, we can make so much money from this, let's call these guys up, maybe help them improve it, like, so that we don't see Sonic Project 06 in a year, 30,000, okay? And then let's call these guys up and see what's going on, get them to like release it and have fruits for labor. I mean, technically they did the same thing. I know some people might say, oh, well, Sega does kind of do that, which we were just talking about. They did it with Sonic Mania. They got literal, people of the fans and got to like work on Sonic 06. Maybe not Sonic 06, but maybe an all new straight up Sonic game. Wow, no time bonus. That's ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous. Apparently, I took way too long, even though I was going as fast as I fucking could, but whatever. Or maybe I wasn't going fast enough. I don't fucking know. So yeah, so I don't give a fuck about ranks, guys. Yeah, I should have done this level earlier, but this is another just like random Tails only stage. I don't know why, it's whatever. Tails in general is awesome in this project, but I mean, he's still Tails. He can still do, like, now he can do like tail swipes and stuff. I should have mentioned that before, but like, he can do like the tails swipe things. Oh, I guess he can do this. I didn't know he could do this. This is the move from Sonic Adventure, although he's not doing like the break dancing. Okay, never mind, it sucks. Or that might have been a missile. Actually, I'll try to do it again. I will try to do that again to see maybe if I was, fucking up. But yeah. What's kind of crazy, I guess, yeah, I know I'm not playing as Silver right now. But I should probably play as Silver. Silver or Shadow. Silver or Shadow. I'll do a coin toss. Oh, forgot I was going to do that. Fuck! Look at all these dummy rings. What the fuck? Are you so high, man? Calm down. Oh, I was gonna fucking die there. Awesome. But yeah, Tails is like okay. Like he's not like the best, like whatever. I still feel like he's a little bit like, I wish he was more floaty like he was in Sonic Adventure. Some people don't like floaty gameplay, but in all honesty, I love the floatiness of Sonic Adventure originally. It really helped you like with your jumps and stuff like that, and I really love Sonic Adventure. Like, Sonic Adventure is such an amazing game. It used to be like just a good Sonic game to me, but now, like, after playing it, my god. Ugh, I love Sonic Adventure. I love the fact that this like reminds me so much more of Sonic Adventure. I'm wondering like what speedruns of this game are gonna look like, because this game has a pretty powerful speedrun community for some reason. Okay, I think I got hit by those. Maybe that's what it was. Ooh, I love how his shoes curl like that. Like his toes curl like that. I don't know. It's very weirdly cool to see the toes curl in the you know, this doesn't sound good. This is not a good look. Well, not bad. Well, actually, if this game was actually good. Okay. Alright. Let me do a coin toss. So, Shadow is heads. Tails is silver. Coin flip. Flipping. And it's Tails. Alright. Well, I guess we're doing silver next. Guess we're just getting out the badness. Just yeah, oh god, I got some stuff to say about Silver. This is not one of them. I love this part, even though I wish I could skip it. It's kind of long. There's even a longer cutscene in the first stage of. Oh god, I do not like that at all. So this is Silver, the pothead-looking hedgehog who apparently is like Future Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. I've got so much to say about him, my god. So Silver, of course, was originally a character from Sonic 06. This is actually his first game to be made, and you know, basically he was made for the game in order to basically utilize a new physics engine, which is the Hedgehog engine. Which, can I just say that even though this is made in Unity, I like the fact that they were actually able to faithfully recreate the physics from that game. Like, they literally kind of made the Hedgehog engine, it seems. Or maybe it's superior to the Hedgehog engine. Then again, that engine seems like it's kind of old. What the fuck was that? Anyway. So, generally speaking, though, Silver he uses psychokinesis, and he basically controls objects with his mind. Now, while that sounds cool, because it's like comparable to like the Force or any superhero with telekinesis, it's really lame to me. Honestly, I'm not going to bear the lead. I don't really think Project 06 really improved too much on Silver. They did give him like a new power moveset after you get all the S ranks in the game, but I don't really think that really enhances Silver at all. One of the most boring things about Silver is the fact that you have to basically pimp slap everything before you can, like, and I know everybody says pimp slap, but that's basically what he's doing. I mean, what do you think he's doing when he does that? Look how he's moving his hand. But he's basically pimp slapping stuff in order to get things and stuff. If you don't pimp slap stuff, then you can't control him, which is stupid because in boss fights against Silver, some of the most infamous boss fights in Sonic history, though, that was weird. Anyway, you can actually control. Silver can like hold you without like pimp slapping you at all. So maybe it's just against robots. Now, to give this game credit, once you get like fucking hell, what am I saying? Once you do get like the all S. Oh, what the fuck? I got a checkpoint right there. It doesn't matter. Once you do get all the S ranks in the game, there is a power. So there's like basically there's two bars on the bottom right hand corner of the screen. I'm sounding like it's a tutorial again, but basically, when you get all the S ranks in the game, there will be that second bar that's added to like the right hand corner of the screen, and that's basically your maturity meter, or whatever. I'm not sure if it's pronounced maturity meter, but basically, if you fill that up by defeating enemies and stuff like that, you can unleash Silver's quote-unquote true power, and it lets you basically control enemies as soon as you get close to them. And I think you use your psychokinesis more or something like that. You still have to do you still have to, like, you know, hold them like this, and then, like, you know, you can let them go, or you could like throw them away, which is what everybody usually does. I usually just throw them away all the time. But I don't really care for Silver's like new ability because it's just kind of boring, I guess. What really sucks, again, like I said before, the special things that you get for getting all the S ranks are okay, but they have their flaws. Silver's is probably one of the biggest. Shadow's is actually kind of on the same level, but we'll get to him later. Shadow kind of just, Silver just gets the fucking unlock his true power thing, which to me would have been better if like you got like infinite psychokinesis, or if you didn't have to pimp slap everything. And again, the latter part of what I just said is kind of true, but there's a meter to go along with it too, and the meter itself goes down really fast. Actually, I'll show it off in the next Silver section, or a little bit of it right now. So that's basically what this is. So when I get close to these guys, when I get close to these guys, I can actually control them, and that's it. There's also apparently a way to curl with silver or something like that, but as you can see, the bar is going down pretty fast. But we'll see in a little bit. Actually, I do need to look up. But anyway, now we're playing as a good character. Blaze. Oh, Lord. Blaze didn't really have that many changes, though. I do have something to say about Blaze. But Blaze herself was probably the best character in the game, objectively. She was the best to control. She was very light. She was very fun, and her awesome acrobatic skills was amazing. The only reason why people say that they like maybe Sonic more is because of his gems. I like Blaze and Sonic on her own because, you know, she's fast, she's quick, you know, she's got the fire tornado. She's even got, like, whatever the freak I'm about to do, like this. I don't know what the heck this is. It's kind of useless. But in general, she's very fast and nimble, and I love playing as her. I think she actually might be a little bit faster than Sonic actually in this release, which is kind of weird. Because they actually did enhance Sonic's speed, because Sonic's speed in the original 06 was slow. But I think they made her fast. What I don't like about Blaze is her stupid, and I'm just going to be honest with myself, with you guys, she's got some really ugly eyeshadow. So like if you see her eyes when she blinks, she's got this really strong eyeshadow that she doesn't normally have. And I remember seeing like a post about ChaosX like posting this on Twitter, and somebody was like, are you gonna like let this be an option? And they were like, no. Which is you know, I understand, like you're making this game or whatever, but like at the end of the day, man, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right at all. Like I'm just gonna be completely real. Like I'm not trying to, you know, be fake or whatever and say like, oh, that's okay. Nah, I don't like it at all. I'm just gonna be real. Oh yeah, and I didn't really get to show off Silver's thingy thing with the. See, that's the thing. Like, what is even the point if you gotta charge up his true power or whatever? Like, look at this. I don't even know how to like do the thing where he can, like, you can do this. I forgot to mention that, but Silver can actually do this multiple times. Actually, it's kind of like the move from Sonic Generations. Like when you fight Silver, he has like this this psychic knife. It's like a little beam of light that looks like a knife that comes from Silver. And it's cool and all, and yeah, I think he got that from like Iblis or something, because I didn't remember Silver doing that in Sonic 06 originally. But yeah, it's kind of cool. But give me a second here. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure out how to do that move. Alright, so after doing my research, actually, there are some things I actually did miss about this. Apparently, you can actually get certain abilities and unlockables, and basically, like, different abilities for Silver to get, and I actually did miss a couple. There are basically, like, 2 upgrades, which are not in this level specifically, but there are some others that will come up soon. And this is cool. This is an example of, like, if anybody knows about Sonic Pox, he's a Sonic fan who, you know, on YouTube, he's animated like a whole lot of Sonic stuff, and he's got some really great animation skills, basically. And basically, he animated that, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. And this does not look gorgeous. Yeah, this is Tropical Forest. This was actually one of the most weirdest. I had to follow a guide to S rank this one. I did not want to like go around. This is like, you know how earlier I was saying stuff about like, oh yeah, this game can be very open-ended for Sonic and stuff like that. Well, this is one of the most open-ended like you know, parts of the game, because it is actually literally the most open level. There are an infinite amount of ways to get to the gold ring, honestly, this time. And I'm trying to do one of them. I'm just going to complete this level. I don't even want to go for the S rank. I mean, I haven't been trying to get the S rank this entire time. Honestly, the S ranks I got with Sonic have been completely coincidental. But, yeah, you know, See, and those fucking lasers, man, they piss me off. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. Like, in all honesty, okay, basically this level sucks. Is what I'm really trying to say. I'm losing my train of thought, but like, this level sucks. I do not like this level. It's a little bit too open, even for someone like me who likes this type of thing. And it's whatever. But it can be completed very, very fast. I just don't like S ranking it. I should be more specific about that. Yeah, it's not really a terribly awesome level, but it is pretty cool just to kind of, you know, complete as fast as you can. In fact, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. I like Silver's upgrades, the concept of his upgrades in this game, because again, I've never got this, so technically this is now a blind playthrough, but oh, I can't get up there. I love this music. Honestly, I don't know why, but this music right here has always reminded me of fucking shit. Oh, I'm right here. I guess that's relatively okay. But like I don't know what it is. This music reminds me of like PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, like music and other games. Like I don't know why, but the first thing that comes to mind when I listen to this song is Little Big Planet, which is a series that I feel like really needs to come back in a great fashion. My God, I still don't have a real reason to get a PlayStation 5. That would be one reason. Little Big Planet 4, when? But yeah, like in all honesty, this is I like the upgrade stuff, but like I just wish you just got all at once, because how you get Silver's true power is you have to basically get all S ranks, then you got to go to the final level, to the Iblis level, and you basically have to destroy the core, and then you get it. You just kind of walk into it and you get it. It's very, very easy. The other ones seem to be a little bit more complicated though. So this is actually where one is. One of them is actually in Dusty Desert. Oh God. Okay, so one thing that is, I would say right now, is just one of the things I'll say that's just not better than the original. Okay, I can't be that petty. That's probably why I died. Okay, so this is one of the most infamous levels in the entirety of Sonic 06. Probably one of the most infamous levels in Sonic general. What the hell? And just in general. Because Sonic, because this game, the ball puzzle, what I'm trying to say, the ball puzzle is one of the most infamous gameplay sections in Sonic because of these goddamn things. When the balls count down to 0, they explode. For these puzzles that are like this, you have to basically, you know, get the ball inside of the holes. The thing about this is that since they count down, and because of the physics of the game, it can be a little tedious trying to get all of the freaking balls into the hole. Now, what makes this, again, it's really bad, especially like this one part at the end where basically you'll be spending a lot of time, probably your first time actually playing this game, if you were to ever play the original, just trying to get the ball into the ball puzzle hole, or like the end goal. I didn't show it here, but in this release, which is Project 06, how many times I'm gonna say that? In this release, you can actually influence the ball on where it's gonna go. Now the obvious thing is you're probably gonna say, if you've never heard of this game, is why can't you just pick up the ball and just put it into the hole like Silver can do with like just about anything in this game? Well, he can't do that for some reason, and he still can't in this game, which I still think is really stupid. I guess that if he was to do that, then it would basically negate all of the challenge. But I'll get back to the ball puzzle later. We're playing as Amy. Amy is, at one point, she was probably one of the worst character in the game. Now she's not. Amy definitely has gotten an upgrade since her time in the oven of Project 06. I don't know if that was a good way to put it, but basically Amy could turn invisible, and she had a really fucking painful hammer swing in the original game. Now she you know, she plays a lot like how she did in Sonic Heroes, but a lot more like how she did in Sonic Adventure. She can do her hammer swing. I forgot how she does like the hammer jump though. I think she can do this little curl thing. She can do like fucking, if you fucking do this, okay, you can obviously hit your hammer on the ground and stuff, which is actually very much faster. I love how it like materializes how it should. Like that's how Amy does that. But you can actually, if you get enough speed, you can actually, you know, prepare yourself into the air, which is a lot like how it was in Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure, Amy was very, very, very underrated. I don't think it's that high though. I just realized that. Yeah, it's not that high. I thought it was higher. I'll destroy all of you. Wow. There's a lot of unused lines in this. I should probably mention that. That's why there's like extra cutscenes and dialogue and stuff. There's a lot of unused Sonic 06 stuff. It is honestly disgusting how much stuff they didn't use. But and also she can't go invisible because that was honestly just, how about no? That was a really random ability though that she used to have. Like, when the hell could Amy fucking go invisible? I like her hair in this game too. I like it when it's running because I like it when she's like, it looks long. Anyway. No. Actually, I can. Thank you. But yeah, Amy's really awesome in this game. She definitely is not a bad character anymore. I could actually see myself actually playing some levels with her. It's unfortunate that there's like free mode's not a thing yet in this. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it's very, very easy. Now, I need to check real quick. I think it's after this room. Oh yeah, by the way, I want to apologize. This is very late into the video, but like I want to apologize for any like frame drops that this game is probably giving like this video. I don't think this game was optimized well enough because people are struggling with this game on like 3090s and shit. I wouldn't be surprised if like anyone was struggling with like a 40 series model or whatever, and also having some pretty like good specs and stuff. For instance, I have a 3050 Ti and a Ryzen 7 5800, and for some reason it seems like this game definitely should run fine on my machine, but it definitely has like weird trouble for whatever reason. Now that's the ball puzzle. We'll probably go there later, but apparently that's not where we gotta go right now. There's apparently you can go in that room over there. I just don't know how. How are we supposed to go in there? Yep, don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so apparently there's 3 switches. So we're gonna use this little spiky ball, and we're gonna do that. Obviously now we can see another one, and it's actually, yeah, we might as well just do that. I don't know why we don't even gotta use that spiky ball. Move out the way. God, they really did simulate the physics engine really well. What the? Is this a puzzle? It is a puzzle. Okay, that's kind of weird. I mean, it's very small, but I'd rather it not be a puzzle. Alright, so this is completely uncharted ground. You're not supposed to be able to go through a section like this. This looks like Shadow's section or whatever. Look how beautiful the outside is. Well, not the outside, but the walls. Ooh, look at this. They're trying to make us go through a little obstacle course so that we earn it. Haha. Now what? No, yeah, like now what? No. Oh my god, no. Oh wait, hold up. I might be able to do this. Oh, there's a thing over here. Okay. And there's a switch. Did it open? It did. And what is this? Attain loaded. That sounded like a fucking Kingdom Hearts sound. Like when you get your like synthesis items, can now curl spin when jumping. And your teleport dash lasts a lot longer. Wow, okay. I remember seeing like footage of people on YouTube doing this, and I was like, what the fuck, how are people like jumping normally? So now Silver is more like his incarnation in Sonic Rebels. Now he can... What the fuck is the ball doing in... What the huh? Hold up, maybe I can do it now. What the fuck? Okay, the ball is not supposed to be in here right now. I have no idea why is it in here. Shut up. So yeah, this is the infamous ball puzzle that people talk about. Now, of course, if you let the ball in the hole, then you'll basically fail. That's basically how this works. The thing about that is that you don't want to do that because the ball in the hole that you need to have it go is at the end of this hole. Now, the thing about this is, and I think actually the ball puzzle was a little bit improved because these holes were usually guarded by like little crates and whatever. The ball actually does count down by itself. How did it go to 5? Hold up, does holding the ball count as a turn? Okay, now that's stupid. Yeah, it's made a little easier, it seems. Uh-oh. Okay, good. I was about to say. The ball does count down on its own, but it also counts down whenever Silver hits it. You want to get the ball in the hole as fast as you can. And you can't, since you can't hold the ball itself in the original game, it was seen as one of the worst fucking levels in the entire game. I am surprised I just got an S rank from this. That was not perfect. But it's made a lot easier because you can kind of aim the ball by using your psychokinesis, which is cool, you know, but again, I really wish you could just pick the goddamn thing up and then just throw it, you know, or just put it into the damn hole. Maybe you can't have it touch the walls or something like that. I don't know. That would have been cool. All right, but anyway, let's go to Ride Acropolis. The next upgrade actually isn't until, you know, aquatic base. And back to being awesome again with Blaze. Yeah, sorry about the sniffling and stuff like that if you've been hearing that in this video. I don't know what it is. I'm a little bit allergic to something right now. I have no idea. I probably have to clean up my room or whatever. I used to take allergy medicine. I probably need to get back onto it. I'm allergic to a lot of stuff. I'm weird. But yeah, this level is awesome. This part is so short though. Like, you only play as Blaze for so long. That's why I can't really wait until that mod comes out where you can switch through characters and stuff. Because man, this is short. And it's not like when Blaze does her like little fire spin, you don't ever like stop. Like, Blaze doesn't ever get dizzy. If you actually do that hammer spin with Amy, just like how it was in Sonic Adventure, ooh, perfect. Just like in Sonic Adventure, she will actually get dizzy and then she'll stop. Oh, I should test out this new ability. Ooh, that's a huge teleport dash. Yeah, so I guess that's what that does. I guess the thing that we just got in Dusty Desert gives Silver a lot better air mobility. That's great. I just wish it had better flexibility or psychokinesis, but maybe that's the next thing that we're gonna get. I'm not sure. Ooh, because usually the teleport dash is done by pressing the, you know, the button twice. By pressing the psychokinesis button twice, which is the right trigger. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Okay. What was I saying though? Yeah, by basically the teleport dash was really not that good, but now it is. I keep getting hit. I should use Silver's true power now. You gotta hold up and then do this. It's kind of weird. See, it just would have been so much better if Silver had infinite psychokinesis. Again, people might say like that's broken or whatever, but having a character that is so goddamn broken, is just kind of cool. I mean, when you look back at it, it kind of tracks to like the history of the franchise in a way. Back when Tails was introduced and when he could start flying in Sonic 3, the fact that he could fly through the levels was amazing. Sonic can't fly through the levels, but now we have this character that's basically the easy mode of the game in fucking Tails. Knuckles was awesome too because, you know, he could he could glide and climb up walls. Shadow was Shadow. I mean, it was basically like Sonic, but like, okay, so I guess I have no point there. But Blaze was awesome in Sonic Rush because she was like Sonic, a little slower, but she had greater air mobility. And like even like something like in the Mario series, like you could say that Luigi's probably better in something like Super Mario Galaxy because he's faster, he's slipperier, but he's faster, he's taller, he jumps higher. Like, how the heck are these things not better? That was awesome. That actually looked pretty cool. Yeah, I better get a good score for that. But yeah, like if Silver had infinite psychokinesis, if he could just go up to enemies, hold them, and then basically just throw them at things, that would have been amazing. What I would actually love to see, like in my honest opinion, what Silver should have been like is that plus how Gravity Rush did it. Gravity Rush is a game more about like gravity than like psychokinesis, although you can like get objects in like the world and like throw it at enemies and stuff like that. But you know, fucking Gravity Rush was fucking awesome because you could like float around. You had it actually did have limited abilities, but it didn't really matter much because they filled up really fast, and it filled up okay in this game. But in that game, they were a lot more usable, and just controlling enemies and stuff was just so awesome. I know another game that people compare Silver maybe should have been like was Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, because you could control, you know, psychokinesis in that game. You had psychokinesis, but really it was called the Force, but it was psychokinesis. I used to be scared of saying psychokinesis. I mean, not saying, but like, you know, pronounce or like spelling it. I don't know why. It always seemed like a really complicated word to say, even though it's like entirely fictional. Ooh, I love that. Ooh, I can just fly. See, that's cool and all, but having something like doing that like all the time. If someone makes a mod like that, please let me know. I would love to play this entire game like that. That would make Silver definitively great. I like how, you know, my concept as Silver as a hedgehog is that, like, my headcanon is that he's not a typical hedgehog that can always like curl or like do what things that other hedgehogs can. So he has to, it's not like innate to him for some whatever reason. Like him going fast and whatever. I mean, some people, like, I think sometimes they say like, oh, hedgehogs are able to like naturally go fast. I don't know. I've always liked the fact that that was not a natural ability anyway. But I like the fact, like the whole idea of Silver not being like a natural hedgehog. So like he doesn't like curl up into like a ball and stuff. Like he just jumps normally and stuff like that. Because really, it is kind of questionable like why he doesn't. I mean, I know he is supposed to be like the slower character in the game, but it is very questionable. Shout out to all the people who just said bless you. But yeah, I just like the whole entire concept of that. I mean, I'm not opposed to like This is not some stupid argument saying like, oh, Silver should not be doing any of this stuff right now. I'm just saying like, I like that whole entire headcanon. Alright, I'll take down this. I could have just did this earlier. Look at this. I'm going to activate this for absolutely no reason right now. Oh, see, now that was satisfying looking. Look how awesome Silver looks. That is amazing. I should use Silver's true power more. One thing that I really liked about Shadow is that I was too conservative when I didn't like Shadow when I first played him. Now I really like Shadow. All right, so this is the stage. So give me a second. All right, so this is the stage. But what I was gonna say was that like Shadow himself, I don't really like Shadow. I didn't really like Shadow at first, but I grew to really like his gameplay once I started using like his drive gauge basically a lot more. So what I want to do is probably use like Silver's like abilities more, so I can get more out of him. Oh, and speaking of Shadow, we're playing as him. Freaking love Shadow in this game now. He really got like a really good upgrade after I learned how to play as him. Actually, I think definitively this is like the better Shadow than the one in 06. I'll actually say that. I won't like cheap out and say that he's not. This is definitely the better Shadow, and we'll get to him later. This is so stupid though. Like you only play as him for like 2 seconds. Like this, like why do you play as the other hedgehogs in their other stories? This is not Shadow's story. Why am I playing as him? I used to not have a problem with this, but now it's just unnecessary. I'm fine with playing as like the Team Amigos, but why the fuck am I playing as Shadow? Especially if I'm going to only play as him for like, again, 3 seconds or whatever. Oh my god. But yeah, as I was saying, a normal person would say, I'm going to wait all the way until I get over there, but I'm an actual Sonic player, okay? Like this is just, you know, this is spoiled milk. This is nothing to me. I should definitely use the camera. You can press the left trigger to reset the camera, but obviously I barely do that. Yeah, having an auto camera that's actually pretty good is like awesome. This game doesn't have that. Alright. I love this song. I don't know what they're saying in the background though. It's fucking yeah, man. Some shit. Some shit that they're saying in the background to be vocals or whatever. I should just release my whole entire power. I gotta release the power of my psychokinesis. So apparently, what we gotta do is actually we're pretty close to it. Is we'll go through here, and apparently there's like a pulley that's supposed to be down or something. I don't know where it is. I think it's over here. I think so. Oh no, it's over here. Look how he zooms. And you press this. You go in here. Do that. This is actually kind of cool. I wish the teleport dash went through enemies though. I'm not sure if it does. I'm not trying to find out. Now where is that door? I think it's over here. Yeah, so I've never been in this section right here. So how do I get through this? This pulley looks cool. I guess I turn this off. I see it right there. I see what's going on here. They make me want to think again. What's up with these puzzles, man? No? What am I supposed to do here? I don't know. Apparently, they hid something else over here. So now it's open. Taking the risk. The risk that I need to take. Okay, did I miss another one? I'm taking another risk. Alright. Now it's open. Now, what does this do? Charge Psycho Smash throws no damage. Unleash a Snackle Knife by holding the... Okay, a Psychic Knife. This is what I was talking about. This is a move that I think Silver probably learned from Iblis, but then again, it doesn't make sense because, you know, that was in Sonic Generations, and then Sonic 06 was released from the time. But basically, this is the move that he does in Sonic Generations. Oh, I guess he can do it multiple times. Hold up. Oh, that is really cool. Too bad I'm not really going to use it that much. But that is basically all of Silver's upgrades. Yes, I know it didn't seem like a lot, but it's really not. Now I guess I have a fully powered up Silver. Which again is cool that they added these upgrades, because really Silver's upgrades in the original 06 were really lame. Like the whole ground pound thing, that should have been something, like all the moves that I started off with, you know, should have been just like stuff that you just naturally have, like the ground pounds psychic thing. And you know what? I'm gonna unleash my full power. Oh yeah. Why am I unleashing my full power? Because now I can do this. I can control enemies without actually stunning them. Isn't that lovely? Oh wait, but my thing's already down. Huh. It's kind of lame. See, what the fuck, man? Like, it's just lame, because like I'm supposed to have ultimate power now, but now it goes down like really quickly. Yeah, this might like be a thing that like that's like a thing about me. I love ultimate power. Like I said before, I love it in a video game, like where you get like, where you do a whole lot of crazy stuff and then you get ultimate power. What the hell? Oh, okay. That's never happened before. I'll take it. But you know, I love that type of stuff. But the fact that like you can't do that in this game is it's just lame. Like I don't like it. Why am I getting back on this ball? I probably can just go through this stage without the ball. No, Silver, this was not underwater. It's not underwater right now. It definitely is not. What are you talking about? Yeah, that shouldn't have been added. That was really stupid. Maybe that was added. That wasn't probably in the original game though. That line makes no sense. What? Oh, that's right. Those things destroy it. Huh. Oh, I like this section. Like the camera angle goes 2D for a second. And I lose my rings. Awesome. But yeah, I love ultimate power in games and stuff like that, because it just makes me feel accomplished. Like I can do whatever with this game. Like when I buy a game, I guess my whole entire thing, it's not even that wide. I just realized that Psychic Knife is kind of useless. Oh my god, it's really not that wide. It's a lot wider in Generations. Like maybe, okay, it would have been broken or whatever, but I like broken. Yeah, that's just my theme. I like broken. Oh, there we go. I hope that one didn't lag a lot, because that is one of the stages that actually does drop frames a lot. I guess I got S rank somehow. Perfect. How did I get a time bonus? Whatever. So yeah, now we're gonna do Kingdom Valley, which is actually a pretty stupid level to S rank with Silver, because okay, see, while I like the expressiveness of Sonic, I actually don't really like the animation, because his side mouth just looks very weird and off. Like, I don't like it really in this game. His metal mouth, which is very underrated, is like good. Although the side mouth does look good on the cover. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like how it looked right there. I'm gonna control you. Yeah. And Silver can grind. I don't know if I've said that before, but yeah, Silver can grind. He couldn't do that in the single player campaign, but he could do that. He could do that in He could do that in the fucking shit, dude. He could do that. What am I trying to say? He could do that in the multiplayer mode. Oh my lord. And you know, I've seen people with good PC struggle with this. So this is not me. The optimization is not there. I've heard ChaosX at one point said that he has spaghetti code, which is basically not code that's not well written and headline and stuff. I hope that's not the case, but that's just what I heard. I might be talking out my butt. Okay, how did that not hit? What the? What the? Okay, psychic knife. How is this not working? What is going on? By the way, I can't progress if this doesn't work. What is this? Or maybe I can? If I use the box or one of the boulders, I could probably... Look at me getting extra... Oh, actually, I can't use that. I can't go through the hole. Nah, freak this. Should just did this. Anyway, one of the reasons why this stage is... Actually, I can't get into that right now. There is a part of this level where I think the physics are just completely messed up. And it makes it really difficult to get the S rank in this level. What the fuck? That was my fault. I mean, it would have been really cool if I could actually do that, but no, I can't do that. There are times in this game where you're on top of one of those boxes and you're not able to do that, which is actually kind of weird because on top of any box, you would have been able to do that in the original game, but sometimes you actually can't do that on some boxes. Sometimes, in certain scenarios, you'll keep trying to control the box instead, which I think is kind of weird. Wow, is it really? Is it really, dude? Wow, I've never heard that before. I heard that like in a YouTube animation, but like I've never heard him actually say that. Pete Capella's silver voice is very, very underrated. It's not talked about that much because he was only like in a couple of games. Oh, this is cool. So if you double tap the psychokinesis button, which is the right trigger, you can do a thing. You know, I can't do it right now. What the fuck just happened? Alright. I'm just gonna grab these guys. That is really cool. You can just... Well, when you unleash Silver's true power, which should just be one of his powers in general, you can do that. Also, he might be able to just fuck up enemies naturally. Like because I realized I just saw something right there. Silver legit completely avoided, or like he made one of the missiles that was launched on him. Like, okay, so this was what I was talking about. I kept picking up this container when I meant to do this at one point when I was trying to play this, and I have no idea why it happens. I would say if anyone's watching this who was developing this game, to look into it. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So if you double tap the right trigger or the psychokinesis button or whatever it is, then you can do that. Boom, 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 boom. I'm not gonna lie, with Silver's new upgrades, this is making this experience a lot better for me. Still the weakest campaign, I would say, but you know, it's actually pretty awesome. But still, I don't know, the whole entire like thing about you having to hold the robots and then you gotta like fucking, you know, send them away with the punch or whatever. Yeah, it's just kind of an extra step that seems like it was put there for no reason. I might even turn supersonic for no reason. I'm gonna turn supersonic for no reason. Supersonic should be used more. I loved how in Sonic Frontiers, like, Supersonic, you didn't use Supersonic sparingly like how he does in all the other games that he's in, but he used it more like Super Saiyan, I guess. I always had this concept, which I won't really get into because I don't want people to steal my ideas, but I had this concept for Supersonic and I want to maybe write about it or something like that. I don't know. If I have time, I will. These days, with my goals and stuff like that, it makes doing anything like creative like that kind of hard. Yeah, good job, dude. The way he says good job, dude. Good job. It's like he's trying to say sarcastic. Like, good job, dude. You just turned into Supersonic. Do you feel happy? So this part is the part I was talking about. When you're trying to S-rank this stage, it's not that bad, or just playing the stage normally, but for some reason, these pendulums, or whatever the frick they are, they start bouncing all over the place because the physics are whacked out. So be very careful when you're trying to S-rank this stage, because for some reason it just doesn't work right. And also, I think it would have been really cool if, like, when he does this psychic knife, he doesn't drop to the ground. Like, I wish he hovered before he dropped to the ground. That would have made it better. Damn. Alright. I wonder if I can view the credits, because of the fact that I already beat all the stages in this game. Like, every time, because I beat the stages, I also already saw like the ending credits message. So unfortunately, I don't know if I'm going to be able to show that off. I should have just unleashed my power. And I like how in this story, Sonic is he just stays there for whatever reason. In Sonic's story, he runs off, and then Silver holds the enemies back. But now, Silver just kind of, Sonic just stays, and like, that's weird. He's like, and Silver's like, yeah, dude, you can go ahead. But he stays. Anyway, let's play a good character again. I'm never gonna get over this. Oh yeah, that's another thing. There's like differentiates. What the frick? There is day and night cycles in this game, because now they don't really like progress naturally in the stages. Although there was a concept that I guess ChaosX made a little while ago about that. But as you can see, this is Wave Ocean for Sonic, but it's like close to like probably like 7 o'clock, like sometime in the evening or whatever, and it looks really cool. It looks really beautiful. The lighting is really cool. Like, what is this, ray tracing at this point? I don't know. I'm not a person that really goes like for graphics, because I think people really just look at graphics and style, and it's like, I think people see that as like, substance. I don't ever see graphics as substance. If something looks great, that's cool and all, but I also want it to have substance. Like, if a game looks pretty, I want the gameplay to be awesome. This is one of the, I know this is not like a a popular example, but Fortnite is one of the best looking games ever. No, it's not the most realistic looking game, but it has some great effects, and just in general, it's a great looking game. It's a freaking amazing looking game. The art style really does complement it, and the lighting and stuff, oh, it looks great. But I don't play Fortnite because of the graphics. I play Fortnite because of the gameplay. I play Sonic for the gameplay. I play Mario for the gameplay. Whatever I play it for the gameplay. Graphics, or I should say gameplay. Gameplay is the most important part of any game. But, you know, that should be standard, but nowadays I think people think differently. I think I even tried to say this like somewhere, like a comment or something on Twitter or something, and like someone like actively disagreed with me, and I was like, what? How can you? Anyway, basically, I think this stage naturally ends. Wait, no, it doesn't end right there. What version of the stage ends right there? I think this is the Team Attack Amigo stage of Blaze, because there was like DLC for like Sonic 06 that allowed you to play. Whoa. That allowed you to play the no, it did end right there. Never mind. It did. Yes, I don't remember us being able to go all the way over here. It's just the goal was right over here. Like you went on that little platform over there on the boardwalk, and then when you got to the goal ring, you were transported over here in the animation. Cool. So now it actually makes sense. I got the gold ring over here, and I'm already gonna. Ooh, that little fire effect was cool. Yeah, I don't really like what ChaosX did with her eyes, man. What the heck is that? Also, the stars basically, if anyone doesn't know, I don't know why you wouldn't know this, but the stars basically mean that you got a new high score, which is cool if you care about score, I guess. But since I don't care. But now it's the final level of silver, and it's Blaze. Okay, I don't know where silver just went. But yeah, I really don't like, man. I really don't understand the whole entire decision with Blaze's eyes. It looks, I'm just gonna be honest, it looks terrible. Dude, is it really, man? Is it really because of him? I don't know why I did that. It's also kind of hard to get out of this section unless you do that little homing attack right there. It's really hard. And of course, we got to go back to the pothead. Which, actually, I will apologize. For the longest time, everyone probably thought that Silver's head was probably based on, like, you know, his 5 prongs or whatever. Was based on like marijuana leaves or whatever, but apparently there's a Japanese plant that looks very similar to, you know, Silver's hair. That's probably what they were basing his hair on. That's probably is what it is, because I don't know why Sega would just willingly say, let's put weed on a character's head in this game. It's a kind of a shame, and it's one of the reasons why. And this is, you know, I'm surprised I'm just now mentioning this, but while I like Silver as a character, and I love Dragon Ball Z, because basically, Silver is basically just future Trunks. He's from another time, he's trying to come back and fix everything. He also might be the son of the antagonist or the rival of the series, which is Shadow, you know, like Goku, you know, Vegeta is with Goku or whatever. But, the thing about Silver, though, is that after, you know, the fact of the story, like, there really isn't any way for his character to be here anymore. Like, yeah, he was supposed to right his wrong, like, right the future or whatever, but, like, now that the future is cool, because this game has actually never happened in the timeline, technically speaking, then what the heck is he still doing here? Like, maybe he's ensuring that the time is still great? You know, with future Trunks, after, you know, they killed Cell, you know, freaking Trunks went back and killed freaking both Android 17 and 18, and then eventually Cell. He you know, he couldn't he couldn't really make his future good because of multiverse theory, which apparently is not what Sonic 06 operates on. Apparently, actually, no, it does operate on multiverse theory. Oh, that's right. Oh, I think I just had a massive epiphany. Wait, Sonic 06 does operate on multiverse theory because when Sonic saves Elise in Sonic 06, it doesn't automatically make the future of Silver good, because if he did save Elise, which he does in the story of Sonic 06, then that would mean that Silver doesn't really have to do anything to ensure a good future, but he did have to go back in time to his time to ensure a good future by destroying Iblis himself, by trying to, you know, seal it in Iblis inside of him, but instead, you know, Silver, sealed inside of Blaze. So technically, the events of Sonic 06 kind of probably still happened to Silver, but then again, it wouldn't make a lot of sense, because if Mephiles just never existed, which, you know, of course, that Mephiles transcended like time and space, which basically, you know, he goes against like dimensions and stuff, then that means that he probably didn't exist. So that still doesn't make any sense why Silver's timeline. Okay, so never mind. It still doesn't make sense. I thought I had something for a second. Like, maybe it makes sense why he still keeps going back to the future or the regular timeline or whatever, because his future's still messed up. Or then again, if his future, he still sealed Iblis inside of it, of Blaze, and then she went away, which also could give a good theory about how Blaze could be in Sonic Rush. But in all honesty, I never really liked the whole entire idea of Blaze even being in Sonic Rush. I mean, Sonic 06, she just seemed like she just was plopped in the game just because, you know, and I've always hated that, and I never really liked the whole entire pairing between, it's not just like the pairing, I just don't like the Silver and Blaze duo. It just seems completely random, like a fan fucking fiction or something like that. And unfortunately, it was given like some type of tension and emotional value that now people are connected to it and they want it to stay. So like nowadays, when people usually think of Silver, they also think of Blaze, or when people think of Blaze, they're thinking of Silver, which is stupid. But anyway, I don't know. I don't really like these two being together. Really, it's just dumb. I don't like it when they just randomly did that. But yeah. With that being said, I really thought I had something there though. But yeah, the whole entire idea of Silver, like, in my honest opinion, I don't want Silver to be in the series anymore. Like, I don't hate Silver like at all. Do not get me wrong. I love Silver. I love how freaking powerful he is, which I'll get into in a minute. But, and how, you know, cool he is. But at the same time, I think Silver just doesn't have a place in the series anymore. And you know, it goes all the way back to the whole Shadow thing, which I'll get into later. But in layman's terms, I wish Shadow actually did die and stay dead at the end of Sonic Adventure 2. But I'll get into that when we play as Shadow after this level. But no, don't say that. Oh god, that didn't sound right. The way he said it. Oh god, man. Anyway. But yeah, Silver should just be out the series. I don't think he really adds anything to the series anymore, and whatever. Now, Blaze is a different story, but like, Silver, I think his story could have been a lot more impactful if they just let him stay in his own timeline and ensure him a good future. I think it would have been cool if, at least, if they wanted to still incorporate Silver and stuff, they should have made Silver have his like own game series. Like, I think it would have been really cool if, like, say if all the stuff that I've been talking about before, where if Silver would have been cool with these additions, he would have had those additions and had his own gameplay and own adventures and stuff. That would have been cool. Like, Sonic series doesn't just have to be about Sonic, okay? Like, I hate that about this series. Like, it's always just about Sonic. I want other characters too. Try another Shadow the Hedgehog. Maybe try like another Tails Sky Patrol game or something like that. People apparently like that. I would love a Blaze solo adventure personally. Just try stuff, you know? I don't... Ugh. How the frick is Nintendo making a goddamn Toad game and then Sega can't do nothing with nothing? I don't know. But going back to the whole idea of like Silver's power, I think low key, Silver is one of the most strongest characters in the series. He's definitely like fat, like he's definitely probably stronger than Sonic, and debatably could be faster than him. And I'm saying this because Silver, like his ability is like mind control and like just untapped. Like, of course, his speed is absolutely crazy with his mind control abilities. Being able to fly through the air just with the power of his mind, which probably does take some power, but the way that he's able to seemingly effortlessly do it is absolutely like grandly amazing. And I know this might not be canon, but fuck you, I don't care. The Archie comics basically had like an arc with Silver, and Silver had to go against this crazy dark figure that actually was able to kill Super Sonic, which is, you know, of course, as you all know, is Sonic's most powerful form. He was able to kill Sonic and extract his core and killed like so many different people like Shadow and Tails, and there's a lot of people. And basically what it was like this dark version of Knuckles. His name was Enerjack, and some people might sleep on that, but I thought Enerjack was actually really cool. The whole entire concept of Knuckles being Enerjack is kind of crazy, but I do like just the fact that thing was able to actually defeat Super Sonic. It's pretty dark. It's a really dark story. I mean, you literally see like Sonic's lifeless body in one of the rooms, and that always has like weirded me out for the longest time. But Silver is actually able to duke it out and actually able to overpower Enerjack. And that was when I was like, oh my god, is Silver more powerful than Sonic technically? Uh-oh. Damn. I'll get it. One ring. Yeah, basically be careful here because the fucking energy waves. You'll know that when it explodes because it'll get like really, really bright. Which, it would be really cool. I don't really care enough to like really notice it, but it'd be really cool if like it actually influenced like the lighting in the area. That would be awesome. What is that, like a good... Actually, let's see if it does. I don't know if it does. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Damn, that was... See, that stuff is smooth. I love that. Oh, now that was nice. Also, fun fact, once you get on top of this thing, if you actually go back, the thing won't actually do the shockwave thing anymore. Fun fact, if you don't... Actually, this is not a fun fact. You don't see the animation here because I already got it, but after you get all S ranks in the game, and you go and you defeat Iblis, he does like this awesome animation, and then you get the fucking upgrade for Silver. It's really cool. But yeah, that was Silver's last stage. It was perfect. Because I'm perfect. Then again. Anyway. No one's perfect but God. Anyway, Shadow. We gotta get into Shadow now. Silver's cool, but definitely still the weakest part of the game for me. But Shadow? 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 Have you lost your mind? I don't know, man. Shadow is basically Sonic, but this is a lot more distinct. See, I'm not a type of person that really likes a gameplay style. Like a lot of people will say, like, oh, I like it when basically there's a new character in the game and it basically is just like controls exactly like Sonic or whatever. But actually, for me personally, I actually like it more like when a gameplay style is still unique. Like, you know, at the very least, it can be fun. I love it when a game is just fun, all right? So if it completely complements the flow and the nature of the game, then I don't really care if it plays as Sonic or whatever. That's why I like Amy in Sonic Adventure. Yeah, I fucking said it. She's fucking awesome in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Advance. Bitch. Anyway. So the thing about Shadow, of course, is that he's a lot more combat oriented, but the thing about this is he's fucking awesome. My god, I love Shadow in this. I just got 20,000 points like that. Seriously, it's so easy to get fucking an S rank with Shadow. It's super, super, super simple. And also, I didn't really mention this when I was playing as Knuckles, but now Knuckles and Rouge don't get stuck on walls. And that is freaking amazing. You don't have to destroy these torchlights. I love just skipping over shit like this. I like just telling a game to go fuck itself sometimes. And I'm going to be talking over this cutscene because I do not really care. But, Shadow of itself has a lot more combat-oriented stuff, but the combat has actually been improved. Just the way that it feels with the physics engine and stuff like that has been improved. But the actual like combat's been a lot improved because Shadow's like chaos like control powers and stuff like that. Because the bar on the right hand corner of the screen basically is like a meter to like when you can like activate Shadow's like what I would call his drive forms. Yes, I'm thinking of Kingdom Hearts. Whenever you activate it, you can actually level up from level 1, 2, and 3. And 3, of course, is the most powerful one. 3 is the most powerful one, and it does actually burn really. It doesn't burn all that fast, too. It's actually pretty cool, so you can use it like a lot, and it's actually really cool. And I really like Shadow's gameplay because the gameplay becomes a lot faster and cool, and using like the fucking chaos spears and stunning enemies and stuff like that. And now Shadow can spin dash and stuff. He can still use the vehicles, which I don't really want to use right now, to be honest with you, even though the vehicles actually do feel pretty great. Like they actually did like improve like the vehicles and stuff, which is awesome. But I really love just Shadow on his own. I really just love it. He feels a lot more like Sonic, but he also still has like his, you know, his differentiation. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. What I don't like about this is that his jump dash has actually been severely reduced. If you guys have ever played the original Sonic 06, you'll know that Shadow's jump dash is actually really fucking like powerful. Like it goes really far. I guess some people didn't like that, but I actually personally did, and I think that again, one of those things that I actually didn't like that they changed. I really wish that he just still had the jump dash because I think a longer jump dash just emphasizes the fact that he just has more combat potential and stuff. But hell, whatever. I'm not the one developing this. But maybe there's another mod to really again like that. Apparently a lot of people like speedrunners used to use that trick too. You know, using Shadow's jump dash to their advantage. I'm not gonna activate it now, but I really do want to activate Shadow's like true power. Fuck it. I can't do it now because I don't have enough. I was trying to actually though. There's the Doom Buggy or whatever the fuck it is. There it is. So whenever you fucking you can actually get this ability after you S rank the entire you know, game or whatever. But oh my god, I swear this is like the I don't like that at all. Like for one thing, like okay, again, Shadow can also do like Chaos Blast. I should mention that too. But I don't like that, the whole inhibitor ring thing, because it's not like it's like the combat gets better once you take the inhibitor rings off. In fact, to me, it gets a lot worse because once you take the inhibitor rings off, it evolves into something that's just like it's I'm saying it a lot. The inhibitor rings or the chaos powers go down incredibly fast. It's way more faster than the typical level 3 chaos, you know, drive ability, whatever you would like to call it. I'd like to call it the chaos drive. And it's just not fun to really use because also whenever you power down, you're basically gonna sit there for like a good 5 to 7 seconds, which I just think is just straight up bad. I don't like that at all. I think that should have been removed, and that was in the last update too. So I can't understand why the hell anybody would be fine with this. In my honest opinion, I don't really care about Silver and Shadow's like new fucking ability, like their S rank moves or whatever, because it's just like it's just terrible. I don't like it at all. It should have just been Super Shadow and Super Silver, but no, we're gonna have to try to be different. I'm pretty sure that's probably the reason why we don't see Super Shadow. It's like, oh, but you know, Shadow. No, not everybody has to be super, right? Yeah, so let's make it different for no reason. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, needless to say, I don't like the change. I like Rouge though. Rouge is a lot more like how she was in Sonic Adventure 2 as opposed to how she was in this game in general. She has her kung fu moves, or I would like to call it basically Taekwondo because that's pretty much what it is. She still has her bombs, of course, which is actually really cool. I like the whole bombs. Like, the bombs actually made sense with Rouge in the original game. What is going on? The bombs actually made sense with Rouge in the original game. But, you know, what didn't make sense was the fact that she was, like, fucking slow as fuck and she didn't have any of her, like, martial arts from Sonic Adventure 2. Oh my god. Wow, I touched a fucking little drip of water and I died. Wow, awesome. That's so amazing. I love this game. Why is that still a thing in this? That should have been changed. There's a lot of things that can be changed, but again, I'm going to be a broken record if I keep saying that. But yeah, I mean, Rouge herself is awesome. But yeah, like I was saying before, I do not like the okay, I need to get away from the subject, but I do not like the fucking new additions, that the new chaos moves. I just like using the regular level 3 Shadow. It's awesome, it's fast, it's snappy, and it's generally fun. Again, if it's not fun, then why bother? I mean, it might look cool on the surface, but why are you doing this if it just looks cool and doesn't play cool and it's just boring? You know, like, that's my philosophy. Actually, this key's probably in this freaking place. You know, these are some low-res ass textures. There we go. Ooh, she's got a heart bomb. I don't know if that was the same in the original game. Oh, okay. I just realized something. I think the keys are in different places, because normally the keys would be like, this key would be the first time I played this, it was like in another place. I might be going crazy. Some people might not like this, but I actually like the fact that the keys are like in different places. Because, like, you know, it incentivizes like just trying to find them. Because, yeah, you could just look for them now and just know exactly where they are now. But, like, what if, like, you were playing back through the level? And, like, you know, what's the point of having this radar when you already know where it is? Actually, hold up. Hold on. Well, this might have actually just killed exactly what I was trying to talk about, because this is exactly where I found it the last time that I played this level. So if it's in this other place that I'm thinking it's at, I completely cannot talk anymore. No, it's not right there. Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's in other places, and it's in some same places, but it's not the same in others. I don't know. I just think it would be cool if, like, I know, like, maybe some speedrunners might be frustrated with that, but, you know, that's your problem. Why did I just do that? Oh, and you can track 2 keys at the same time. That's cool. So they're not in the same places. You can track 2 keys at the same time. That's amazing. And, you know, this might be a little controversial, but I know this changes because of the fact that some people really did not like how in Sonic Adventure 2 you could only track 1 emerald at one time. That never really bothered me in Sonic Adventure 2, and this is actually coming from someone who actually didn't think that the treasure hunting in Sonic Adventure 2 was actually that bad, actually. But the treasure hunting in Sonic Adventure 2 was not that bad, and just having to find 1 emerald at a time wasn't all that taxing to me, because in all honesty, like, at the end of the day, you're only getting 1 emerald at a time. Now, I know some people probably are saying, like, oh, but you can use the fact that you already know where the other emerald is, because from the general vicinity of you finding the other emerald, you can already figure out where the hell the other one is. And you know what? I guess you have a point there. If you say something like that, honestly, I would actually have to give you a point. But for me personally, it's just never been an issue. You know, every time I play this game, you know what I always do? I try to get off of this as soon as I can. And I do that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably not really gonna use Chaos Shadow or full powered Shadow like that much at all. Cause like Chaos, it's just so dull. Like, but what I will say about this is that Chaos, like Shadow in general, has gotten such an upgrade for me. Like, I really do feel like Shadow is one of the best parts of Sonic 06 now. This is definitely like something that I can really like get into now. Like this, like if Shadow the Hedgehog 2 was like this, I would love this. And also I should probably do Chaos Blast. Can I do Chaos Blast? Okay, I don't think I can do Chaos Blast until I get to level 3. But you guys understand what I'm saying? Like, you can do Chaos Blast. I don't think you can do Chaos Control. I'm not sure what else you can do, but look at this, right? I'm about to do Chaos Blast. Fuck, hold up, no. Alright, now, hold up. I'm gonna do it someday. Okay, these guys right here. Look at this. Just like how it was in Shadow the Hedgehog. And this Chaos Control powers in Shadow the Hedgehog was actually, undeniably speaking, one of the best parts about the game. So the fact that I can just, you know, fuck everything up with a huge-ass explosion like that, that's amazing. That's fun. That's intuitive. Being able to defeat enemies and get all these damn points. I'm already back at 20,000 points. I died so many times, but I'm already almost back. I might get an S rank from this. Also, they you know, because of the fact that the stages are a lot more combat oriented, and because of the fact that you get so many bonuses, it makes S ranking these stages a lot more fun. In fact, I don't know if I said this in the last time I played this, but I don't think I really liked, you know, Shadow too much, in all honesty, when I first played this. And also, yeah, look at this. I powered down from Shadow's like drive form, and he didn't like kneel down for like 5 seconds at a time and do nothing. No, he's back on his feet. He's still running. He's still using his full power. But yeah, this is fucking awesome. Like this is like a huge improvement from like how it was in fucking Sonic 06. Sonic 06, yeah, he was kind of cool, I guess, but he didn't have all these powers. It was just like a Sonic that could kick a little bit, you know, like, you know, a little chaos sphere here, little pea shooter, little stupidly controlling fucking okay, what the fuck was that? Now that right there is stupid. I was just homing attacking, and I know that. So why don't you have a homing attack vertical? I do not like the homing attack vertical. It makes me feel like I'm in a handicap. But this stuff is just cool to me. I really like this. I guess I won't be getting the S rank. I haven't really died that much times in this let's play though. But yeah, see my life count in comparison to Silver's. It's not much because I played Sonic a lot more, but still, this is a huge difference to me. So yeah, with that being said, Silver is definitely still the worst part about the game. I am inclined now to say that he is definitively the worst character in this game to play as. All the other characters actually have buffs. In fact, they actually improved on some other aspects. In fact, did you know that they actually improved Omega from the last release of this game? Omega was kind of nerfed last time in the Shadow release, but in this Silver release, Omega was actually given a buff. What did get a freaking buff or a nerf was like Shadow's frown. See, in the other release, in the Shadow release, he did like a little smile. Now he frowns like really like Shadow. Like it's a really intense frown. Like I don't know why he's frowning like that. Because I remember like ChaosX like on Twitter was like, people were asking like, why does he smile? And he was like, oh, what's wrong with the smile? I guess a lot of people complained enough for them to be like, you know, they complained enough to be like, oh, okay, nah, I'm just gonna change it to a huge frown. Like, yeah, you guys happy now? He's frowning now. He's not a happy boy. See, this is another reason why maybe Shadow might be a little bit better than Sonic in some aspects. Look, I'm in this section without the snowboard or whatever. Which actually, the snowboard is a lot more improved than it was in Sonic 06. But look at this, man. I like just being on the ground, you know? I like running better. Haha, that's a Sonic reference. Okay, that'd be really broken if you could just like keep doing a chaos sphere. Actually, let me see something. Can you do a chaos? Okay, you can do a homing attack, you can do a chaos sphere, and you can do a homing attack. Okay, that's... I don't know if you could do that in the original game, but I don't care. I like that anyway. So look at the speed. You can still get some decent freaking speed with Shadow. He said, "Get out of my way. Those goddamn black creatures, get out of my sight." Shadow, you trying to do something, man? You trying to get your hands thrown or something? I don't know. I don't know. That line is kind of weird, but yeah. If I didn't know I could do that. I wish there was like the stage transitions were like cut out though, you know, because like there's a Generations mod for Sonic Generations that includes like the Project 06 demo. I played it a couple times, and they actually mixed the levels actually to have it like there's no loading or whatever. Now there is loading for whatever reason. I hate the grinding. What the fuck? Wait, can I land right here? Oh my god. But I really like that, and I understand they're trying to be faithful, but it would have been cool if you could actually do that. But actually, that's another thing I'm starting to really realize. I think the whole goal of this release was to be a lot more faithful to Shadow, actually, or the original 06. You know, it's actually a testament to like how good this game is, or how good Sonic Frontiers was as a game. Because after going from an open world like environment to like this, like back to a traditional Sonic game where you go from stage to stage, it's very seamless. I didn't realize I was doing that until just now, like, because I really love Sonic Frontiers, one of the best Sonic games ever made in a long time. And it's kind of weird, like going back, the concept is kind of weird going back to like, you know, having like the normal stages were like one of the weakest parts about that game, and now I'm playing a game where the stages are the part of the game, again, a significant portion at least. And now it's just like, oh my god, it's just so weird. I don't know if anybody really can attest to that. But I guess now I can actually kind of get into... Oh my god, he actually said it. I forgot he actually said it. Let's get moving! I love that line. And not because it's cheesy. It's actually kind of badass, actually. Yeah, not everything. I don't like things that are cheesy, actually. I know some people like to say, like in Sonic fan community, like, oh yeah, I love it when things are cheesy. No, I don't. I don't. That shit is unironically cringe, and I hate saying that word, but... I just don't like it, you know. I don't know why you would willingly like stuff that's cringy or whatever, but you know, I didn't need to do all that. Oh, I love that sound, like when you're grinding on rails. It sounds so gritty and so. This is probably the longest version of Crisis City, because this is like, it starts out like, damn, it starts out like, oh my god. It starts out like how it did in Silver's. Okay, what? What just happened? He said, "Ugh." He sounded like a completely different character when he did that. The fuck is going on here? Okay, just speed up, just speed up. So much debris. No, I can't do this. Sonic's just like, yeah, what's up, man? What's up? I don't know. I guess it's not going to be that easy. Shadow's like, let's get moving. Oh no. It looks like I'm going to have to run or something. I don't know. Or skate. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. And then Silver's just like, yeah, oh my god, Iblis Trigger. I gotta find the Iblis Trigger or everyone's going to die because of me. I'm an anime character. I don't know. Okay. So what I was really trying to get into earlier was how I know I said in the just a little bit ago I was saying like, oh yeah, silver is like definitely the worst part about the game, and I was also saying like, oh yeah, what I really was trying to get into was that silver should have not had another game. He should not be in another Sonic series and stuff like that, and also briefly mentioned saying like, oh, silver should also Shadow should have only been in one game. I know this is probably gonna like, make some of you Shadow fans uneasy, but that is honestly generally my opinion. I know you might have heard this opinion before, but I think Shadow should have died in Sonic Adventure 2 and stayed dead. A lot of his character arc really did wrap up in that game, and by bringing him back, it's like really another question on like, why is he here? Some people might say like, oh well, he doesn't need a reason to be here. He's just cool and he's awesome and stuff like that. I don't think that really excuses the emotional value that Shadow actually carried with him in Sonic Adventure 2 though. I'll probably make a video about this someday, but this is just generally my opinion. And also, S-ranking this and trying to get a lot of rings in this stage is actually really stupid, because if you stay on that middle grind rail, in that first grind rail section, then you'll actually inevitably get hit. There's no way to actually avoid it. Unless you go to another grind rail. So I guess I just lied to you guys, but this is a really long version of the stage, and it's only 5 minutes. But this is a difference between just having something that's just long for no reason and just having fun. Because I'm having fun, and this feels like a full fucking experience right now. Although I am a fan of like longer Sonic levels. I've played a lot of Freedom Planet. Freedom Planet is one of my favorite games. Freedom Planet 1 and 2. And those games, they fucking are just so awesome, and a lot of those levels are like 10 some minutes long. You can beat them faster, of course, but like average is probably like 7 minutes. And I know some Freedom Planet 2 levels are fucking insane. I remember one time it took me like 20 minutes, but that was probably because I was dying a lot. But the point is that some people like to say that like, oh, I don't like long Sonic levels, but like I think it's cool if a level is long, because that's more video game, that's more awesomeness. And it's like, well, it's not a perfect stage length. I think if you're constantly just having fun, I don't think something can be as long as it wants. It doesn't matter. As long as I'm having fun, or as long as you're having fun, it's all good. Oh, I can't go Super Shadow. I was trying to. Yeah, but to me, as long as you're having fun, it shouldn't matter the length. But if you want more, and if you want as much as you can get, I definitely feel like longer is better. And that's what she said. I don't know. But yeah, I definitely like longer Sonic levels. But yeah, like I said before, Shadow should have died in Sonic Adventure 2. Controversy. This is going to cause a huge drama. This is going to cause a huge ass drama. I'm just astounded by how much I love Shadow's gameplay now. I really did not like his gameplay. I thought the Shadow release sucked. But maybe there was some additions for the silver release or something like that. I'm not sure. But man, this is a lot better. I really love Shadow's gameplay in this. But it's really a shame for Silver, because like I was really looking forward to how Silver was going to be the best part about the game. If you want a definitive version of the game now, you might as well just download the Shadow release again. Just download the Shadow release. And just play that, so you don't have to play as Silver. Well, then again, you'll probably have to play as Silver in Shadow and Sonic's campaign. You have to play as either the Hedgehogs. And, well, actually, no, you don't. I was about to say, you have to eventually play as one of the Hedgehogs in one of the stories, but that's actually not true. In Silver's campaign, you do play as Sonic and Shadow, so technically you play as all three of them. In Shadow's campaign, though, you only play as Silver, as the other, like, Hedgehog. And for Sonic's, you only play as Silver. So, now that I think about it, that's kind of weird. I guess that makes sense. I mean, Silver is a new guy. I guess he'd get all of the fame. But Alright, I think I'm going to activate Chaos Shadow, actually, just to show it off, I guess. I really don't like it. Ugh, look at this stuff, man. Look how far that bar is going down, or how fast it's going down. Like, you're basically Super Shadow, yeah, but it's at the cost of too much. And also, there's like Dragon Ball sound effects. Oh, I guess you really are invincible. This is Super Shadow. Oh. The fuck just happened? Oh, that's right. When you fucking power down, you can't fucking move because he just sits there like an idiot. Or because he's tired or whatever. That is dumb. Like, my God, like, see, that's the part that I really do not like. I don't like that. Like, I know that was just put in there just to look cool. I don't like that. Like, it just, yeah, it looks cool that Shadow is like, oh my God, he's like on his knees because he just like fucking tested himself. But in a video game, that's just, it might look cool in an anime, but like in a video game, like, who cares? Like, just get the frick up. I'm controlling you. This is my controller. That's one thing I really hate in a video game. I don't like it when a control is robbed away from me. That's why I hate automation. That's why I hated Sonic Forces, and that's why a little bit ago I was talking about how I didn't like the fact that when you're going into dash panels and springs, they take your control away from you. I hate that a lot. But yeah, like, that's so stupid. And also, like, I don't like the fact that, there's like fucking Dragon Ball. It's not like literally the ore sound effects. Like, it might look cool, but I don't like how it's like literally like Dragon Ball Z sounds, I don't know why I don't like that. I just don't. It just seems kind of tacky to me. How did I miss this guy? Oh, I thought I was gonna miss that. But yeah, I do not like Chaos Shadow at all. It should have just been Super Shadow. Not running on rings, of course, and you can be able to change back whenever you want to, and no power down. Like, maybe you could take off your inhibitor rings as Shadow, and then maybe that might do something else. But I don't care any for that stuff. It's also one of the reasons why, if I wasn't probably recording this stuff for a video, I wouldn't really care about the S ranks and stuff like that, because I have recently realized that I have little patience, like, at all for like stupid shit in video games anymore. Like, how like people say, like, they'll complain about certain stuff in a video game and then they'll keep doing it. See, what the fuck? Okay, I'm never gonna activate that ever again. If you want to see more of that, then go watch some other person on YouTube, because I'm not doing that shit no more. But what was I saying before? God, I lost my train of thought because of that stupid ass death. Fuck. I really forgot what the fuck I was saying. Editing Cam here to save the day. Basically, all I was gonna say was that because of the fact that nowadays I have little to no patience for video games and, the stupid stuff in them, all I was really going to say was that basically I don't really try to do anything like getting like achievements or S ranks or getting all that stuff anymore. I'd probably like compare it to like something like Devil May Cry, like doing some hard shit in that game or something like that just to get some achievement or some type of satisfaction. Who cares about that stuff at the end of the day? Because if it's not fun, like, the great Reggie says, then why bother? I'm not a person who really like sets out to get achievements and all other crazy stuff, because it's not fun. It doesn't fulfill me, and I've got lots of other things to do rather than to sit here for 5-10 hours at a time trying to get some stupid shit that I keep repeatedly failing at in the game for absolutely no reason, just to get some fucking massive code or some shit. But yeah, basically that's all I was gonna say, and that bothered me for like a couple days. Let's see, what was I talking about? Oh my God, I was on some shit. I was going in for a second. Talking about automation and stuff like that. I don't like that shit. I've said that time and time again. I got nothing. I honestly forgot what I was saying. I guess I did make my point already, I guess. I hope I did. fucking shit. Yeah, the automation just really, I don't like it when control is like just taken away from me, and yeah, I guess it does. I don't like the little cosmetic stuff. Just because it looks cool doesn't mean that it needs to be in there. Like it's like that line that you hear sometimes. Like, you guys always thought about how you guys were always wondering about how you could, but you're not really wondering if you could, if you should. You know, it's like one of those things. Like, should you really go on ahead and do all that? Should you really make Shadow do this? This is a weird move where he fucking kneels down for absolutely no reason. I don't know. This might really sound like I'm having like a bad time, but like I really do love this mod. It's just like little things like that I don't like. I really hate the fact that I lost my train of thought though. I really had something going. Oh, Jesus. Give me a hand here. He sounded so forceful there, man. Rouge like that. Okay. You fucking bitch. Hate that shit. I do not like those Iblis worms because like they just come out the fucking nowhere, man. Come out fucking nowhere. Still wondering what the fuck I was saying before. Yeah, when you're recording, make sure that you're comfortable and stuff like that, so you don't be like me and you fucking forget stuff that you say for some reason. Because in all honesty, I'm recording this right now, but it is incredibly hot in my room. I'm actually starting to sweat right now. Just being around some cooling stuff in your room, I would recommend that if you're making videos and such. But yeah, this is Flame Core with Shadow. Definitely one of the best levels actually, because again the combat's just so awesome. After playing Sonic Frontiers, the combat does sort of kind of remind me of that. Actually, going into that, one thing that I hated about Sonic 06 originally was the director of Sonic 06 was this guy named Shu Nakamura. If you guys don't know who Shu Nakamura is, then that's basically who he is. He's the director of Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, and I think he worked on a couple other Sonic games, but Sonic 06 is one of the most notorious examples because, well, you know. He also was the producer for Sonic, what the hell? He also was the producer for Sonic Forces. One thing that you might actually notice about those two games is that they have some very simple control schemes. They control very, very like both of those games control very simply. Like you can play that game with like maybe 2 or 3 buttons or whatever. Like there isn't a lot going on, and of course like they you know, took away a lot of the moves like the drift and from Sonic and stuff. The thing about Shu Nakamura is that he likes simple and easy like games with like simple controls and stuff like that, which is fine, but it's not, because that made that game and like Sonic Forces and Sonic 06 suffer because really, why was the fucking Lightspeed Dash mapped on the X button? Why wasn't it on there? Why wasn't it just like on another button to make it fucking, you know, simple or whatever? And it's just stuff like that. I did not like the simple control scheme of Sonic 06. It was way too simple for my liking, and that's probably the reason why Silver controlled like how he did and not a little bit more sophisticated, like, because, you know, all you really have to do with Silver is just go up to an enemy, pimp slap him, and then hold the fucking R button and then press X, and that's it. And I think that's just the type of stuff that Shu Nakamura likes. So if we can get out of that, if we can like get out of that, like that stupid mindset of like simple controls, because it's not always a bad thing. There's this game called Fighting Rage that has a very, you know, simple control style, but personally I just don't think it works for Sonic games, especially when you're doing all this shit. Like, I hate the whole entire idea of like taking away from control. I do not like that at all. I do not like the way of taking away. That's why I don't ever agree with people who say that we need to get rid of the boost, because obviously those people have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Yeah, we need to get rid of the boost. We need to get rid of all this fun stuff that's in the game that's actually fun and stuff like that. Like, nah, we don't need to get rid of any of that stuff. Just if it's fun, then why bother? If it's not fun, that's why bother. What if it's fun, then why bother in the first place as well? It's not like you can't make the boost work with the fucking, you know, adventure style gameplay, because Sonic Frontiers for me personally was like that. It was like a open world zone type of game that had the boost and also had a lot of adventure formula. And Sonic Lost World, and it's complicated. That's another video for another day. But yeah, it's just like I feel like that stuff can work, you know, as long as everything fun and doesn't overlap, then everything's fine. Like, do you think like the gun should really be in Sonic Frontiers? They could have been, but do you also think that like the mech shooter should be in Sonic Frontiers as well? Like, I guess you could, but again, if it's fun, again, then why bother taking something out? Why bother changing what's cool? I think it's very useless. In my honest opinion, that's just what I believe, and yeah. Yeah, I took that entire stage to voice my thoughts about Shu Nakamura's dumb design philosophy when it comes to fucking, you know, fucking extra. Oh shit. Oh, that's just a preview of how the fucking. Ooh, fuck. Ooh, this optimization is terrible. Anyway. This is actually one of the cooler stages with Shadow, because this is another well, all of them are really combat oriented. Actually, all of them are really cool now. Think about it. I keep saying that. Now I'm realizing, oh shit, Shadow's just cool in general. See, this is again what I like. I like it when Shadow's just a lot different than Sonic. Like, he doesn't have to be exactly like Sonic all the freaking time. Not everybody has to be Sonic. Sonic is not the most I mean, Sonic is awesome and all, but he's not the most awesome. He's not awesome over every other person in the series. Sure, the series might be called Sonic the Hedgehog, but let's get some other shits in here, you know? Why don't we get some, you know, also work back with Silver. Serious, this is definitely a downgrade, man. Like, I can't. This is so, this is nasty. This is nasty, bro. This is nasty as hell. Nice. Shoot, that's so weird that he can curl up into a ball, though. That is... Seriously, as someone who's played this game for a long time, or the original game for a long time, seeing Silver curl up into a ball in a game that's not Sonic Rivals is the weirdest fucking thing ever. That looks cool. Oh, I can just go over that entire section. And I had some to spare, actually. That makes sense. He actually fucking leaves, too. As opposed to when Silver said, hey, Sonic, go after the fucking princess in his story. And then he's like, okay, let's do this. Like, if you don't get the fuck out of my face. Yeah. I feel like I got a lot of hot takes about Sonic in general, honestly. I feel like some of my opinions probably you know, yester some feathers in the comments. I don't know where the fuck that came from, but yeah, I think some people probably don't really care for myself. I mean, I've said some opinions on Twitter before and comment sections and stuff like that. I mean, again, I'm the guy who started saying that Sonic was a hypocrite. I was the one who started all that shit about, you know, issue 50 of IDW, because, you know, inevitably he was a hypocrite. I mean, like, how are you gonna say, like, I don't want to get into this, but like, how are you gonna say that you want freedom for everyone else, but you're letting a guy who's taking away freedom for everybody else do this, and then you're calling yourself a hero? just doing your own thing. Like I understand, like if you're like a chaotic neutral character or whatever, but I hate that word. I hate that phrase. But I can understand like if you're one of that, but like you're not, because you're letting this guy like fucking. You're saying that you're a hero, but you're. Anyway, I got some hot takes about the series. I'm not saying all that. My thing is that. And I got some like people like passively aggressively like fucking hating me and the fucking talking about my damn video and like comment sections and YouTube Twitters. It was ridiculous. Y'all need to like grow up, man. If you guys want to discuss with me what my opinion is, then you can discuss my opinion with me, because we can have a discussion, man. I'd love to have a discussion. Like I'm not talking like a fight or whatever. If you want to have like an actual intellectual discussion about some shit, then let's have a damn intellectual discussion about the current state of whatever the frick I was talking about. Oh, I love how the chaos drive gauge actually does like turn off for the instance that you actually do the chaos blast, because it doesn't run out. So, you know, while you're doing the chaos blast, because it is kind of a long animation. Okay, come on, can you just get through here? Chaos blast, bitch. And it gives you enough time for you to. Oh yeah. We actually used it. I said I wasn't going to use it, but then I used it. I think there might be a way to not. Oh, I just realized something. This shadow is literally the same shadow from the cutscene from when he unleashes his true power. I just realized that. Why did it take me so long to realize that? I thought that was some like fan thing or something. Let's play Tropical Jungle with Rouge. Let's give Shadow a little break. It looks like you need to find 3 keys. You know what? Shut the freak up. I love you, Rouge. I bet it does. But yeah, what I was saying before is that everybody just needs to grow up. My God, like I love opinions. Like people having their own opinions. Like I hate when people like have an opinion and they automatically are like denoted for it. Like that stuff is like ridiculous, and I just got no time for that stuff now. Maybe in the past I would have been like, oh man, I gotta defend myself, I gotta do this, that, and the third, and break my back in order to help people understand myself. But I don't do that shit no more. Well, I found the milk here first. That's cool. I do not do that shit. If you guys have a different opinion than other people, then that's fine. But also, I implore you guys to keep your own opinions, because there's a lot of other people that like to take opinions from other people and agree about something, and then they get asked about it, and it's like, bro, so you don't even know about your own opinion? Like you just adopted an opinion real quick because you didn't want to pay child support? I don't know, man. I don't know, man. People make me agitated, man. And I'm an extrovert. I like being around people. So how the hell does this work? Okay, I know for a fact the last key is always in that container. And I've confirmed that the keys can always be in some different place. But that's, like in the Kingdom Valley section, the keys can be in a different place than usual. But couldn't you just skip this somehow? Oh, there's an Omega right there. I didn't notice that. He's just randomly standing up there. That was fucking weird. He's just fucking standing there like, what the fuck are you doing? Get down here and let's go. Come on, dude. Ooh, 45,000 exactly. It was a piece of cake, but what the fuck? How did I not get it? In fucking Sonic Adventure 2, regardless of the rings and stuff that you had, and I'm talking about Sonic Adventure 2, and the fucking ranking system in that game wasn't that much better. But in that game, if you got like, the treasure or the Master Emerald charge really, really fast, and you automatically got like a fucking A rank. So I don't know how the fuck I didn't get an A rank right there. I mean, an S rank. I did get an A rank, but I didn't get an S rank, which is stupid. I hate fucking grading systems. It's dumb. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I never play games for this long. I just can't believe like how long I've been playing this. Like I've been playing this for a long time. I usually only play games for like an hour or two nowadays. I don't think I've ever been like a type of person to really play a game for like too long. Unless like a game like just first came out or I was really into it, something like Danganronpa or Sonic Frontiers, or this game comes to mind, or Pokemon recently. Oh, so I should explain how they fucking fixed Omega. He can do his rapid fire thing now. His lock on thing works now. I think fucking Omega was like in the beta stages in the last release. He definitely was not this awesome. Now he feels a lot more like how he did in Sonic 06, which is ironic because I say that Sonic 06 Omega was better than this one. And also he could hover infinitely. Now he can't really do that here, which is lame. I know that he wasn't supposed to do that, but again, I like stuff like that. I love having power. Look at that stuff. Also, I think his missiles actually like I think sometimes they can stun. I was trying to stun that guy, but he wasn't doing anything. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. But, yeah, let me go. Omega's fucking awesome. Lost my train of thought again. Trying to think of it. Just kind of weird how fucking, you know, he can grind. Oh, that's another thing. Omega can, like, do his, like, combo move from Sonic Heroes, actually. Actually, I'll show it off, actually, right now. It's really cool, but I don't think it's as powerful, though, because he can't level up or anything. But, see, this is the same exact one. It just does not go as far. It's actually not that good. God, that is not what it was in Sonic Adventure 2. I mean, Sonic Heroes. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go. But yeah, what I was saying before is that I don't really play games for that long. And usually if I'm playing a game for this long, it basically means I like it. Like, there's a couple of things that I know about me. When I like a game, I don't know when to stop. And then time goes by really fast. And I start, you know, getting into that gamer mode, like where I start fucking, you know, staying in one place for one place at a time. And that's really weird for me because I have severe ADHD. I like to move around a lot. I like to, you know, I can't stop moving. It's not, ADHD is just not about being hyper though. There's a common misconception, very bad misconception, but that is one of the symptoms. I really can't stop moving, but when I'm playing this, I guess my brain is stimulated enough, which means that this is good. So if I'm playing this entire thing, I'm having a great time, I'm having a blast, and I'm not saying to myself, man, I'm gonna be done with this after like 3 minutes, because that's actually what happens to a lot of games that I play sometimes. If I'm not saying that, then you're doing something right. This is obviously amazing. This isn't all just because of Sonic Project 06. Sonic 06 does inherently, like I said before, does have some pretty decent level design. And it does have some pretty good choices and, you know, stuff like that. It's just bogged down by the fact that the game was actually kind of not that good. You know, it was very unpolished and a lot of the potential was not truly realized. I've said this time and time again. Can't believe I haven't mentioned this already. But at least in this video. But Sonic the Hedgehog 2006, if it came out like this, it probably would have been my favorite Sonic game of all time. Although that's pretty bold for me to say, you know, because going against fucking Sonic, going against Sonic Rush Adventure, which is my favorite Sonic game of all time, is kind of hard. But so I probably couldn't beat that. But the main point is that it definitely could have been one of the best Sonic games of all time. It probably could have been the best 3D Sonic game of all time. You know, it definitely could have been like the best 3D Sonic game, and it probably would have been number 2 on my list. See, that's so stupid, man. I don't even know. If there's a way to stop doing that, like to not do that for that long, then someone please let me know. Like maybe there's a way to like turn off the chaos drive power, but I don't think there is. Even if there is, that still doesn't negate the problem with this, with the practicality of that. It's just out the window. I love just using this. It's like using drive forms in Kingdom Hearts. Like at first you don't use it a lot because it's so conservative and so powerful, but then you start using it a lot because it's like, oh shit, I should probably use this as much as I can because it makes things fun. Never mind. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I just love the fact that this game is making me stimulated enough to maybe play this for so long. I love it. It's one of those things that, like, I don't, like, one of the problems that I have when playing games is that I don't feel full. Like, you know, it's like when I'm like hungry to play games sometimes, right? I like when I play a game and when I'm like finished with playing the game, I'm just like, okay, I'm finished with this. A lot of the Sonic games, actually, to be honest with you, I'm not usually full when I'm playing it. Like, I feel like I'm not getting a full experience. But with this and stuff like Sonic Frontiers, when I stop playing, it's like, okay, I'm done. Let me go eat something, you know? Because I'm definitely going to eat something after this. I'm getting kind of hungry. I just realized I haven't ate anything yet today. Like, I know I'm on a calorie deficit, but, like, come on. Or a caloric deficit, whatever. B. I guess that was alright, but actually it wasn't because apparently this game likes bees. Or doesn't like bees, I don't know. Anyway, this is the final level, and it starts off with this stupid shit. I do not like this part. I do not like this part at all. It's not that bad, but just going through it in general, like you can't like skip over it. Like I already know where I'm supposed to go. Like these are supposed to be like statues, like showing you, oh, this is where you need to go, dude. At first, it's cool. When you come back to this level, it's like you like, why do you have to still go through this? Because technically, I could go to the door right now to where I need to go, but the door won't open until I go through all of these little pillars. And that's why it's stupid. I've tried doing this before. I'm not sure if it did it on the original 06, but I do know for this project, it didn't. It doesn't open. So I'm not, again, I'm not sure if 06, you went to the door before you went through the pillars. I'm not sure if it opened, but with this, it definitely doesn't. So, yeah. But yeah, what a fucking game, and this is like an amazing way to end off. I think this is actually one of Shadow's best levels, and you're gonna see why soon. I just wish that free mode was on. For those who don't know, Sonic 06 was supposed to at least have like DLC or like an extra mode. Like if you got like all of the S ranks or something like that, you could unlock this mode called free mode. And what free mode basically was you could play as any character in any stage, you know, with however you wanted to. And that was the big thing about that, but it was never finished or it was never incorporated into the game anyway. There was at one point, like I remember watching like a mod, like a video of like a glitch saying that free mode was kind of in the game. And it kind of is like an original game in some capacity or whatever, but it is definitely not what free mode was supposed to be. I'll say that. Please don't die. You can't hang off, like, you know how like with Silver you can like hang off those things? You can like stay on like the very edge of those. You can't do that with Omega because he'll just drop straight to the bottom. So that's why I was getting a little bit wary about what the fuck I was doing there. I like how Omega does add to the enjoyment of this level. It's weird though, because I feel like they did like, because in the original 06, for some reason, certain characters were like faster than others, like Sonic. Like Sonic wasn't the fastest. I mean, if it wasn't for the Mach speed sections, he would definitely be like the slowest character, one of the slowest characters in the game. But I was surprised to see that like these characters are still kind of as fast as they were in Sonic 06. Which, you know, I guess don't break don't fix nothing that was broken. I mean, Sonic is a little bit more faster than he was in 06 in this game in general. But Omega's still kind of fast. Like, I feel like he's actually the fastest character in the game. Why isn't the fucking thing refilling? I hate that shit. Just refill. It's taking like 2,000 years. Now we can get through this. I think this section was always one of the most confusing ones in the original game, because I was like, what the fuck am I supposed to go? What am I supposed to do? Oh wait, I was right there. Never mind. But of course, like, I knew what to do there inherently, because like he said elimination complete, which is a signifier saying that, oh, it's ready to keep going now. Like, we're ready to go. That's cool. I'm not sure if he said that in the original game. I've not played the original game in a long time. I haven't played the original game in 2 years, I believe. You know, when I said that just now, I thought it was going to be a lot bigger number, but yeah, I remember playing that back in like 2021. That was the last time I played the original 06. And I'm pretty sure that was after Demo 3 came out. Demo 2, or at least the full version of Sonic's campaign, that was out at the time. But I'm pretty sure that, you know, Shadow wasn't out, so whatever. Okay. I'm trying to get through this without, you know, losing any rings or whatever. Oh, shit. Because it's kind of easy to get hit with Omega because he's so big. So susceptible to damage and stuff like that. So it's kind of easy to get hit with stuff. Have I died in this? I don't think I've died. In this level, at least. This part's kind of weird. Because you have to press the switch to go and make these pillars rise. But if you jump from this checkpoint, you can actually fly all the way over here. You can fly back. I actually did test it one time, and I thought I was dead if I didn't. But you don't actually need those pillars, but the door won't open, so you got to do it like that. Can you guys tell that I played this a little bit too much? I'm definitely taking a break from this after this, man. I can't play games for like the next week. And then tonight I'll play Darkstalkers. Which is a, fighting game I've been into recently. Felicia's bae. She believes in God. She is bae. Anyway. Yeah, I definitely need like a fucking. See, that's the cool thing about the hover thing. I don't know if it did this in the original game. How many times am I gonna say that? Oh fuck. You can like make the fucking hover vehicle like actually hover. Because like if you press the jump button twice, it will jump and it'll hover as long as you hold the button. Also, this is where you get the chaos thing I was talking about, the thing that I do not fucking like at all. Just how dumb it is. I think somewhere around here. Well, I would have gotten it at this point. But, of course, I already got it, so. Not lose rings. Got a lot of them right now. Ooh, I love this part now. This is so beautiful. It reminds me of a Smash Bros. Brawl, like Subspace Emissary level or something. I can't fall off here. Oh, you're gonna fall, bitch. I like how the Generations mod, though, it like incorporated all of the fucking... Can you spin into me and get this over with? My god. Oh, shit. That's why Shadow's better. He's got that awesome homing attack. Come on. I want to get the fucking awesome move with Shadow. I'm going to get it. Yes. So now I can end this off awesomely. Yes. Let's do this. We did it. Those goddamn black creatures, get out of my sight. Okay, but anyway, that was the final level of Shadow's story and also the final level in the game entirely. Golly, that was a lot. Whoo, baby boy. I don't think we can get all that. But of course, we got all the medals like I just said. You know, of course. Shadow, silver, you know, all that stuff. Fucking hell, dude. That was a lot. 12 hours. How do I get 12 hours in a fan project? Oh, you can fucking show the oh my god, are you serious? I've been playing with the PlayStation 4 controller this entire time. You're telling me I could have had fucking PlayStation buttons? Well, whatever. Basically, that was pretty much it, guys. That was pretty much Sonic the Hedgehog Project 06. This has been it. I gotta say, like, this has gotta be one of the most ambitious, one of the most awesomest fan projects ever. Like, I think this is like trumps a lot. This says a lot about the Sonic community. We love Sonic so much to be able to do stuff like this. Where Sega failed in the past, we decided to actually pick up on the slack and actually decide to fucking do something like this, you know? And I just got to say, you know, hats off to the entire team, as you can see on the screen. Hats off to ChaosX, hats off to Beats, Gotta Play Fast, Jared Kylo Gaming, Sonic Pox, and all the special thanks people, of course. It's super, super crazy to see that all these people were able to do this. And the fact that Sega still hasn't called them up and said, hey, dude, we want to monetize this so you can make money, we can make money, we can all make money, everybody can have a great accessible way. Imagine being able to play Sonic P06 on an actual console. Imagine being able to play Sonic P06 on, well, I guess you could technically play it on the Steam Deck, but imagine it being a lot more accessible. A lot of people being able to play this. That would be the fucking world. Because while I did not think that Sonic 06, I think, even though I have so much nostalgia for Sonic 06, some people might call it a good game, but I do not. I think Sonic 06 is a definitively flawed experience that definitely needs to get, it definitely deserved a lot of the negativity that it got when it first released. So for it to happen, for us to be able to play around with Sonic 06 is awesome. Now, unfortunately, I heard that this won't actually be fucking open source type game, so we can really get into the nitty-gritty of this, which actually really sucks. I don't know why ChaosX is not making this open source. That's actually a pretty big disservice, actually. I don't know what's going on with that, but you know, that's actually another thing I would actually kind of knock this game for, but you know, because of course, like, you know, the whole goal of this project is to have a Sonic 06 that we can play on PC and mess around with and have the definitive experience, which, you know, of course, you know, this isn't a perfect game, but in a lot of different ways. The whole entire, but negating all that, just having this in general is amazing. I love the fact that this is even a thing in the first place, and the fact that we have come together and realized this is amazing. We have already been making headlines with this. We've been already making articles and stuff like this around this game, this project, and that is just a testament to how amazing and grand this freaking project is. So what I really truthfully want to see is that this project gets monetized in some way, recognized by Sega, and so that we can finally see some great labor. I mean, imagine being able to play this again on like a real PlayStation or whatever. Like, that would blow my freaking mind. But with that being said, there's probably going to be an actual video for Sonic P06 on my actual main channel about this. This was just basically like a playthrough of it, just to, you know, get out the way. If you guys want to watch this video instead of the review to get like my whole entire thoughts in like a less condensed format for the video, then this will probably be like, you know, satisfying your cravings and stuff like that. But with that being said, I thank you guys for watching this video. If you guys have actually watched the entirety of this video, then let me know by putting in the comment section down below. Hashtag Project 06 forever. If you guys, again, if you guys actually did, you know, make it this far in the video, then put that in the comment section down below. But with that being said, guys, this has been amazing. I'm going to go fucking take a bath and other stuff. But this is great. Everybody, congratulations on the team for making this a possible reality. And God bless every single one of you guys. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, like this video. And if you guys like you saw, you want to see me more, subscribe to the channel. All my social media links will be in the description down below. But with that being said, guys, thank y'all for watching. Have a good night or day whenever you're watching this. And as always, hasta.